It is time to follow the career of a generational wide receiver in Madden 26, and it's not just any wide receiver. A few weeks ago, we followed the careers of #1 overall prospects in college football 26, and we found ourselves an absolute superstar in Bruce Atwell, so I did it just like how I did in the Jamil Deere video. If you want to go check out Bruce Atwell's college career, you can go check out that video as well. But I did it just like the Jamil Deere video, where I went and simulated until I found a receiver that resembled Atwell, his skill set, his size, just so I can have it be true to Madden's generational players. And then once I found one, I imported the draft class into a new franchise, changed the name, changed the appearance. But this is Bruce Atwell, and this is a true generational wide receiver, and he's gonna go #1 overall in the draft to the New England Patriots, which is, I think, a really fun landing spot for him. I think the Patriots getting the '1 overall pick, that's possible, but you could see 85 overall with 99 jumping, 94 spec catch, 93 speed, 6'3", and this is the type of player that Bruce Atwell was at Oklahoma, a touchdown machine. And I got a couple of highlights for you, just really two from his rookie season, as he gets a touchdown here. His debut was spectacular. He goes to catch a game-winning touchdown against the Cleveland Browns, but I didn't know how long it'd take for him to make the playoffs, so I just wanted to go and see if there was any fun highlights that he got as a rookie. I kind of just hopped in and, found some plays, and this one being his best of his rookie season, as May underneath on the drag route. Atwell makes a guy miss, makes another one miss, and Bruce Atwell up the sidelines for the touchdown. And even though the Patriots will not be going to the playoffs as his rookie season comes to an end, he comes out and has a spectacular rookie season where he goes for 1,100 yards, 11 touchdowns. We're also going to have other stats for you on the screen. I wanted to really go in depth with more of these stats, and we'll have a whole section at the end of the video like we typically do. But Rookie of the Year, a Pro Bowl wide receiver as well, and we go into his second season where he is already up to a 90 overall, and the Patriots are in the playoffs, division winner, 3 seed, and already taking on the Cleveland Browns, who he got the game-winning touchdown against, and we're starting things off. First play we watch, it's a big one. Christian Barmore scoop and score, and the Patriots up 14-10. So now we move back over to the Browns. We're going to be covering the second half of these games as that pass up in the air. I don't know why you're throwing that one. It's picked off and taking it for a nice return to set them up in scoring territory as May outside. There's Travion Henderson. And this offense could be really fun if Drake May, Travion Henderson, Bruce Atwell, Kyle Williams, and, Will Campbell, all these guys, if they can develop together, as that's going to be a third down stop and a blocked field goal. Hasn't taken long for this game to already be a fun one. Scoop and score and a blocked field goal now, an interception. That kick perfectly timed, and now the Browns take back over. Play action, and he's rolling, dumping it down, and a tackle for loss. As the Browns with their rookie quarterback, they got a new guy out there. Shador seemingly didn't work out, and none of the other guys did as well. Dylan Sampson for a first down. As now throwing over the middle, that's going to be reeled in. Harold Fannin for a gain of 7, third down and 3 from midfield. Taking a shot deep, one-on-one on Christian Gonzalez, and that's not going to happen when you got one of the best corners in the league. And the Browns punt it. Drake May in the offense, handing it, and there is Travion Henderson for a gain of 9, third down and 1. Quick pass, and there's Bruce Atwell with the playoff reception, his third grab of the day, and he's had a nice playoff debut as he's going to get another grab here and set up third down and 2 as May gets into the outside and a first down. And now back into field goal range as the third quarter, winding down off his back foot. Ball is tipped, and it's picked off. Schweschinger has got it, and May is going to track him down. But a lot of wild plays happening already. A tip pick, and the Browns back out on offense. A great spot to start their drive. David Njoku has 10 and back them up for a third down and 2. And that's a great hit. Fourth down, they're going for it, and it's off target. And the Patriot defense gets the stop as May to the outside. And he's got a reception for a gain of 10, 3rd and inches. Just sneak it. There's your first down. As maybe last play of the 3rd quarter, Travion Henderson, great blocking, gets a great run. 4th quarter underway. Henderson to the outside, and he meets Myles Garrett for a loss of 4. 2nd down and 14. May stepping up, throwing on the run. It's caught. That's a really impressive grab. I think that was Stephon Diggs. And now Atwell is down to the 2-yard line. 3rd and goal from the 2. May on the run. Open. Touchdown. And taking the 11-point lead in the playoff debut for Bruce Atwell. Can the Browns pull off a comeback here with just 9 minutes to play? Their quarterback just 99 yards through the air as Judkins with the carry, and a lane opens up, a big hit. He shrugs it off, and Gonzalez brings him down. As that's crazy offsides. I don't know why he was number 33. Why was he lined up next to the running back? He made the tackle. Okay, good on him. He made the tackle at least. Offsides, and yeah, they're obviously going to decline that, but that's a crazy offsides to get as the Browns driving into the red zone now. 3rd down and 1. They snake it, but he fumbles on the snake. Ball still loose. He scoops it up. What in the world is happening this game? As the pass over the middle, it's caught down to the 2. This has actually been a crazy game, and the tackle for loss for Dylan Sampson, losing 3. Now a red option. What a hit. 3rd and goal from the 9. 5 minutes to play as it's Oakley going short and not even close. They'll kick the field goal. But we've seen a blocked field goal, a crazy offsides, a fumble and a QB sneak, scooping scores and everything in between as that pass was knocked away. They don't want to go 3 and out here. 3rd down and 8, and that pass real good. Stephon Diggs for the first down in a 2nd and 5 situation. It gets it to Kyle Williams, who somehow gets that first down. 2.5 minutes to go, and you got that clock control offense. Travion Henderson gets a nice run. 2nd and 3. Browns gonna have to start using their timeouts as they go on the ground. Henderson again, first down, and it's been all Henderson, no Ramondre Stevenson, as Henderson tackled down for a 3rd and 12. Browns 1 timeout. First down will end it. May got time, and it's incomplete. And it's too long for a field goal try. If they would have caught that for Henderson, then I think they would have had a nice 50-plus yarder for the game. But Keon White's going to help on the other side with a 5-yard sack. Now sending them more pressure as they got Harold Fannin for a completion to get the sack yardage back. 3rd down and 8. 1:16 to play. He's going deep. And the Browns 1-on-1. It's caught. And it gets inside the red zone. And Carlton Davis let that happen as the Browns get sacked. Now loss of 10. 40 seconds to play, still 1 timeout in their back pocket as they'll throw to the outside as there's Dylan Sampson putting a move on a defender, and they will once again hold on to that timeout. 4th down and 9. Last opportunity for the Browns, needing the touchdown and the 2-point conversion from the 17. He's dropping, he's throwing, back corner, that's caught! What a catch! Touchdown! And with Gonzalez on him, he pulled that one in miraculously. Now the 2-point conversion for the tie. Judkins got it. And we are going to overtime, it looks like. And the Patriots will get the football first. And how about this wild game to start us off? As I wouldn't want this any other way. I love these types of games. All the madness. And can Atwell get a playoff victory in his debut? As the sack, no, fumble. And the lineman picks it up. And that is going to be 3rd and 26. Drake May, what do you got for us? Garrett's getting double teamed, but he's still going to get in there and hit May. Atwell with the catch, but it is way shy of the line. And now the Browns, it's a sudden death. They can win it with any points that they can find. As a 2nd down and 12, it's going to be caught. And Njoku, first down, right at about midfield. Pressure set in and a sack. There you go, 3rd and 16 for the Browns. They're throwing it deep. Do they got another big play in them? No, it's tipped and intercepted. It's Carlton Davis, and he's going to go past the 40-yard line, trying to make up for that big play he allowed. And he might have just done it if the Patriots could put the ball through those uprights, maybe get it in the end zone. 3rd down and 7, though, as it's going to be from the 45-yard line. May, over the middle. It's caught for Kyle Williams. And now maybe another first down will get him that field goal range. Henderson out of the backfield. He's close. It's 4th and 2. They're going to punt from the 37. And no, they're going to fake the punt. And he got it. What in the world? They faked the punt and completed for the first first down. And now they're going to go for the field goal. They just fake punt, got the first down, a gain of 20 yards, and the kick, it's gonna be through the uprights and good. And how are we gonna top a game like that already? As Bruce Atwell, the Patriots, Drake May, playoff victory, and they are moving on to the divisional round in one heck of an effort from both sides. Atwell, 93 yards on 6 catches, and a nice job, as now it gets a little bit more difficult because you got to go on the road, taking on Lamar Jackson and the Ravens. You know how this is going to go with Lamar Jackson, maybe the best player in the world right now, as he's coming out for his quest for a Super Bowl, because he's still looking for it, as Jackson through the air as we start the third quarter off with a sack. And it's Milton Williams. What a signing for the Patriots. He's got 2 sacks in this game. He had a sack in the last game, as Lamar over the middle, and a big completion to Rashad Bateman. 2nd down and 8, as that little bubble screen's gonna get them a short gain, and a 3rd down and 4 from midfield. Jackson on the option, and Lamar only got half the yards, and they're not gonna go for 4th and 2 at midfield. I think that's definitely something you could consider, but they punted away, and they're up by 7, so trust in their defense, and still with a lot of time to go, as that's a nice play from the tight end. Get that first down, 2nd down and 5. Patriots going the other way, and it's going to be Kyle Williams again for a first down. This receiving trio looks to be a little fun with Bruce Atwell stepping in as the 1. You get Stephon Diggs being your 2, Kyle Williams in the slot being your 3. It really functions well together, as that's going to be another broken tackle and another solid completion. 4th down and 3. They're going for it. Ramondre Stevenson on the toss, breaks the tackle. Stevenson can't get there though. Could have kicked the field goal, and if you're going to toss the ball, I would say maybe toss it to Travion Henderson and not Ramondre Stevenson. Jair makes the big saving tackle to stop that first down. 3rd down and 7, though. Lamar could go 3 and out. He's throwing it deep, double coverage. Incomplete, as Duggar and friends were down there to stop it. And now Drake May is launching one down the middle of the field. Kyle Williams to the 31. And now Henderson loses 3 yards with a minute to go in the 3rd quarter. Blitz sent in. He beats it. Broken tackle. Once again, this tight end. Who is this dude? He is breaking tackles left and right. Henderson on the ground. He's going to get a really nice 6-yard run, slipping through the hole to get a nice gain. It's a quick pass on the RPO. It's Bruce Atwell. Stiff arm and Malachi Starks putting him on the dirt and getting a touchdown to tie this game. We head into the 4th quarter with Derrick Henry not able to get it going. 3rd and 8. Once again, Lamar, a little jump pass, gets it out, and that's a big completion down the sidelines. And Lamar Jackson faking out like he was going to run it, jumps up, throws it out, and the receiver does the rest of the work, but a fumble immediately after. Jackson fumbles it away, and the Patriots got the ball in a tie game. Sacked, though, as Drake May, 3rd and 17, and Adafeowe gets in. Another sack. That's back-to-back. The only 2 Ravens sacks is coming in that crucial of a time. Now tossing one out. Derrick Henry. It's been a great job from the Patriot defense. Derrick Henry's done nothing in this second half so far, as it's 3rd and 4. Now they're going to try to throw it to him. Henry tracked down from behind. Feels like maybe he lost some of that burst he had a few years back, as there's 6 minutes to play. And now a screen the other way, and it's Travion Henderson not going anywhere. So trading failed screen on 3rd down attempts as Derrick Henry gets it back going, and finally a nice run from him. 4:40 to play. Jackson, he's going down, and the Patriot D-line playing a nice game. 3rd and 14 as he's dropping. He's gonna roll. He's sacked again, and Lamar can't escape the D-line, and now with just 2.5 minutes to go, Drake May breaking out of a sack. May gotta get rid of it. He does, but they go 3 and out. Both D-lines playing phenomenal right now, as Henry is going to power forward for a gain of 4. We're at the 2-minute warning, still in a tie game, as Mark Andrews 4 yards, and we set up for 3rd and 2 from the 33. Lamar, he's gonna escape. Lamar Jackson, you can't let this happen. Lamar Jackson down the sidelines. Lamar out of bounds. bounds, and he's all the way to the 24-yard line. You let Lamar get a little bit of space, and he takes it all the way into field goal range. And now with just a minute and a half to go, Lamar, tackle for a yard loss. New England burns a timeout. 3rd and 6. They're going to go with a double fake, and Lamar to Derrick Henry, sneaking out of the backfield. That was an awesome play design, and Henry gets the touchdown, potentially the game winner. And now the Patriots have a 1:24 on the clock and a touchdown needed to tie this one up. Kick return is going to be finding a hole, and he's actually going to get a really nice return to the 39-yard line. So you got to go 61 yards in just over a minute. 2nd down and 10. Pass is caught, and he's getting free. And that's a great start to your drive. As at the 37. May outside again. Broken tackle. This tight end is just so difficult to bring down. From the 26, May is going to go right side. Digs out of bounds for a gain of 4. As a 2nd down and 6. May gonna go for a curl around. No, he tried it for Kyle Williams. He picked it off, and the Ravens, it would be game over regardless, but he's gonna take it back for good measure. A touchdown. Ravens seal it with a pick 6 with under a minute to play, and a really successful season comes to an end in a disappointing way as Drake May, I mean, he did play pretty decently until that pick 6, and thought the team did a nice job. The D-line did a good job until eventually they got worn out. But Bruce Atwell, 955 yards and 7 touchdowns. He missed 2 games, so that probably contributes to why he was under 1,000 yards. And this is really interesting. You know, how about the Patriots going out in the next offseason and signing Jahmyr Gibbs? I mean, Travion Henderson, they drafted him because they were like, oh, could he be this year's Jahmyr Gibbs? Like, no, he's not. Like, I like Travion, but he's not Jahmyr Gibbs. Why not just have both of them, I guess? As we go to the playoffs, the Patriots are in the playoffs, but unfortunately, Bruce Atwell has a foot fracture. He's not going to be able to play in the playoff game, and they lose. And not only do they lose, it's a bad loss where they were not able to move the football through the air. And yeah, you're missing your number 1 wide receiver. That's going to happen. He does bounce back, though, with an 1,100-yard, 11-touchdown season, much like his rookie year. And we head to year 4, where Atwell, I mean, he's got over 3,000 yards and, you know, almost 30 touchdowns in his first 3 years. So the production is there. And how about we get back to the playoffs at a little rematch? And this time around, it's New England at home, Baltimore on the road. And Atwell in year 4 is looking for a little bit of playoff revenge. Can he beat the Ravens this time? There's no Derrick Henry, it looks like. Julius Smith, the running back. So guess that's his successor as Lamar getting sacked by Milton Williams. And I feel like every time we watch this team, Milton Williams is coming up with a big play. 3rd down and 19 as Lamar down the field. It's caught, and Bateman is going to get to the 20-yard line. And you had him right where you wanted him, and now Lamar read option. And I don't want to have this team dealing with Lamar forever, because it's not going to be a fun video. We got to watch Lamar run all over them. As it's going to be at the 8-yard line now, as they hand it off right up the middle. It's a touchdown! And the Ravens take the lead, 24-21 between these two 10-win teams as they go Jahmyr Gibbs, making a guy miss. Jahmyr Gibbs, as he's going to do it again. Jahmyr Gibbs, what a run! And put everybody on the dirt. Jahmyr Gibbs, 73 yards. And that's why you go and get a home run hitter like Jahmyr Gibbs for your backfield. I mean, this offense, as if it couldn't get much more fun. You got the explosiveness, you got the touchdown getter in Bruce Atwell, you got your strong arm quarterback, and you know, keep building on this. You got Travion Henderson as a backup. As look at Lamar going down. I guess he got a really good D-line too. This tight end, his name is Aguayo. He's pretty dang good, I feel like. I mean, every time we've watched him catch a pass, it feels like he's breaking tackles, as that's going to be a complete 3 and out. As now for Lamar, needing to respond to the Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown that immediately wiped away their lead. He gets a first down. And with 3.5 to go in this third quarter, Lamar, shovel pass, gets into the other running back. They got 2 superstar running backs to replace. As I mean, that's a really good situation to be in when you could replace a Hall of Famer with 2 really high upside guys, as that's going to be a completion to the outside. And Lamar in enemy territory, 3rd and 7, throws and it's incomplete. It's going to be a long field goal try, 53 yards, kick is good. It was nailed, and now a 1-point deficit as Jahmyr Gibbs is just joking everybody out. Malachi Starks has not had a good video. He's been put in the dirt twice by Jahmyr Gibbs and once by Bruce Atwell, but a pick. As look at the interception for the Ravens defense to start the fourth quarter, and a sack for the defense right back at them. It's Christian Barmore. Him and Milton Williams are a great tandem in the middle as a 2nd and 13. Lamar is going to throw, and there is Rashad Bateman for the first down as they go handoff. As now it's the superstar running back, 1 of 2. It's Smith. He's got it inside the 10, and it's goal to go for the Ravens. And now in position to take the lead. They're going to run it. He's finding the end zone. Touchdown, Baltimore. And their 2-point conversion is on the way for a full 7-point lead. Jackson to the air is gonna go down. They sent the extra man, and the Patriots just down by 5 now. Jahmyr Gibbs is going to just do it again. That was Malachi Starks, the second one who got juked out. That's the 3rd time he's been just obliterated in this video. Kyle Williams with a nice grab. 3rd down and 4. 7 minutes to play. Swatted at the line. Crazy good play from the Ravens D-line. Still got plenty of time though. 6 minutes to play. 3rd and 12. You can go 3 and out and get a really good field position screen. And he's not going for. Back to the line of scrimmage. And now you got it just 54 yards out as a catch there. And it is Bruce Atwell for 6. 2nd down and 4. May is gonna move up in the pocket and scramble. Sliding for a 1st down as now we go to 2nd and 7 from the 40 pass. Hit as he's throwing and it's incomplete. 3rd down and 7 from the 40. May is hit as he's throwing and it goes out of bounds. 4th down and 7. They punt it. And this is probably your last opportunity to get a defensive stop because you can't be punting it if you get it again. 2 minutes to go. Lamar is going to get it out. And 3 and out. Still the result. And now this is your last chance. Drake May, do you got it in you? As he threw the pick last time. Can he get him down the field to put it in the end zone this time? May is sacked. I think he got sacked by himself, basically. He just ran into somebody. Now 3rd down and 7. There you go. Completed to an open man. And now at the 48. 115. It's a draw. May. I don't love that play call. 2nd and 12. May play action. Down the field. It's incomplete. As it's 3rd and 12. May is going to go for his receiver, and he's got the 1st down. As it's Ty Felton coming over, being part of this receiving core. And now another completion here. It's Kyle Williams to the 27. He got 40 seconds to play. 3rd down and 3 from the 27. Pass to the outside. It's caught. Felton out of bounds. 37 seconds to play in a new set of downs. As he go underneath. Oguayo, the tight end. Inside the 10. Down to the 5. Come on. 5 yards away. But a sack. As you now are out of timeouts, hurrying back to the line. You still do not have to rush too much, but they will seemingly spike this football as they will have about 20 seconds to play. 9 yards out, 3rd and goal. May, they send the blitz, and it's gonna get him down, and they fumble it. He scoops it up, but now 4th down, clock ticking. This is the last play of the game. 20 yards away, needing the touchdown for the win of the playoffs. Drake May is going to go down again. And in the clutch situation, it just didn't feel like Drake May was able to handle the pressure. And the Patriots lose again. And now 3 years, all playoff appearances, but just a single victory. Atwell goes for 1,200 yards, 95 catches, 12 touchdowns. And now we go into a really important year 5 because Bruce Atwell is on the 5th-year option now, and his contract is up at the end of the year. He could stick around. I would imagine the Patriots would want to keep him here. But we go back into the playoffs this time. The best the Patriots have seemingly been. The 2 seed going at home at taking on the Miami Dolphins, and this is going to be a good advantage. This is why you fight for the seeding, because you got to go and make Miami play in the snow. And while this team does not have Tua anymore, They are still the Miami Dolphins, and I don't know if they can play in the snow, but we go 7-0. It's a low-scoring game, and Jahmyr Gibbs is going to start things off with a nice 18-yard catch and run as they go Gibbs' way again, and Jahmyr Gibbs, as this Dolphins team trying to blend in with the snow with the all-white jerseys, as the sack from Chop Robinson off the edge. And it's 3rd and 12. Now the bull rush in the interior. May gonna get rid of it. And that's a throw that if it had a little bit more zip on it, probably could have been a completion as the Dolphins take over. And they are gonna throw. This is Jalen Hurts, the quarterback for the Dolphins. I don't know why we do these simulations, and Jalen Hurts always ends up leaving the Eagles after his contract's ending. I don't know if it's because like the Eagles just never have the money to keep him or they just don't want to, but I find it funny that Hurts just ends up any and everywhere in these series, in these videos. It's just kind of crazy as Atwell with the completion to him, 6 yards. 3rd down and 1 now, and May is going to try to sneak it. He's got the first down to the 26-yard line as they'll throw underneath. Completion for 7, trying to get that 2-score lead as May on 3rd and 4. Outside, he's wide open, and down to the 2. As we got them down, goal to go. Jahmyr Gibbs shedding a tackle, and Jahmyr Gibbs has got the Patriots up by 2 scores. And the Dolphins and Jalen Hurts are going to have to do something here as Waddle is going to get 8 yards. 4 minutes to play in this 3rd quarter. They go stretch. H-Han gonna break a tackle and put another guy down, but I think he slipped a little bit in the snow, and he still got the first down. But now Hurts gonna go to the tight end, and a 7-yard gain as Hurts is gonna throw over the middle, going to reach for it. He's not gonna get there. 4th and inches. Hurts is gonna go handing it off. No sneak and no first down. Barmore stops it. What a stop from Christian Barmore. And the Patriots take over in enemy territory as May is going to throw for a first down. But what a job from this defense holding them scoreless. Still at this point where they're going to be going to the 4th quarter with no points. Kyle Williams is going to have another first down. Now into the red zone they go, and a Jahmyr Gibbs run, and Gibbs down to the 2. 4th quarter underway, and May is sacked. But Drake May is just got to do his job, not turning it over here. Yeah, he could take that sack. That's fine. You would have liked the touchdown, but just don't make any mistakes. You go up by 3 scores with this field goal. It is good. It puts an end to a 20-0 full-blown shutout for the Patriots, as it was a cheat code. You get the Dolphins in the snow. What did you expect, Bruce Atwell? Not a big game, just 32 yards on 3 catches, but you didn't need to do much. It was the defense. It was the ground game. Now you go to the divisional round, and you take on the Denver Broncos. And maybe it's not Brady versus Manning in Denver in those awesome games that they played, but I don't know. Are you going to be okay with Drake May versus not Bo Nix? I'm pretty sure Bo Nix is not the quarterback here for Denver, if I remember correctly, but another trip to the conference championship is potentially on the line as they were not able to get it done in multiple seasons already, but in Bruce Atwell's contract season, will he give them incentive to stay? Well, he's going to start things off with a catch here in the second half for a first down and a broken tackle to get him there. Atwell is going to be pointing on ahead for a first down, but Denver is up 28-14 right now, and it's going to need this Patriot offense to do a lot more than they did against Miami as a completion for a 3rd and 1. It's a full-on yard as he's going to try to sneak for it, but not get it, and they punt it. Don't love a punt on 4th and inches. I never do, as that's going to be a completion. Yeah, it is Marvin Mims, but it is not Bo Nix as Marvin Mims for the first down. This is some rookie quarterback that they drafted. They gave up on Bo Nix, which, I mean, judging by how he's played the first 2 weeks in real life, you know what? Maybe it's valid as they're going to throw over the middle, and it's going to be completed for a first down. Adonis Spencer is the name of the quarterback, and he's played a really good game as they flip the screen out, and a first down as they are in the red zone, and the Broncos are really just dominating on offense. Incomplete pass, but Denver, a field goal for a 3-score lead will be good. 31-14, and the offense for the Patriots got to do something, but the defense too. They've allowed 31 points in just halfway through the 3rd quarter as you go with another 3rd down and inches, another sneak, and another fail, and another situation here. This time they are going for it. Thankfully, 4th and inches, May caught, he hung on, and that was a tough grab to make in all that traffic, but he does, as May draw. I mean, he stiff arms a defender. I was gonna say I don't love it, but I mean, it's still only got a few yards. I don't know why we're doing so many QB draws with Drake May, as that's incomplete. 4th down and 7, they punt it. And man, things are looking rough, but Milton Williams makes his big splash play of the game because he does that every single time as Spencer over the middle caught a 1st down. And it takes 3 guys to eventually get him there on the ground in the 3rd quarter, winding down the pass to the outside to a wide open tight end. And we are going to be on to midfield. Last play of the quarter, it looks like, as the big run for Denver. They can't do anything wrong, it seems like. As this Patriot defense, which was so good in previous games, had good performances against the Ravens at moments, dominated and shut out the Dolphins. Now they're just getting picked apart. A wide open touchdown for Pat Bryant. In the 4th quarter, the Patriots were able to put up 1 touchdown, but that's about it. In the game pretty handily is over, as a garbage time touchdown wasn't going to make much of a difference. Atwell goes for 97 yards and a touchdown. He had a really big first half, but pretty quiet in the second half. He goes for, though, 106 catches, 1,300 yards, and 11 touchdowns. And we get to the big moment of truth where the contract is up and things are really going to start to pick up, get wild, because Bruce Atwell is moving on, and of all the teams he could go to, he's going to the Chiefs. He made it to the Chiefs, who gave him a big contract, and I am astonished that the Patriots didn't want to keep him. But I mean, the Patriots, I guess, just never value wide receivers. And how about a big 5-year deal to try to ride out the end of Patrick Mahomes' career and win another ring for Mahomes, who is making it onto the playoffs here. They get a 1st-round bye, 15-2, and if you thought a team that had Drake May and Jahmyr Gibbs and, you know, Kyle Williams and a couple of other players was going to be really beneficial to Atwell going for, you know, 90-plus catches and 1,000, 200, 300 yards. What about a team that has Patrick Mahomes, and what about a team that also puts Xavier Worthy next to him? I think it's a perfect fit. You got the vertical threat in Worthy. They also have an old Jalen Waddle on this team as the team's number 3 receiver, so more verticality. You don't have Travis Kelce anymore, so having that bigger body red zone threat is what Mahomes needs, and that's going to be what Atwell is for this team. They take over, and here's Patrick Mahomes throwing, and that will be a gain of 3 as Mahomes to the air on 2nd down and 7! Intercepted! And Mahomes picked off! And the Colts are going to take over in good field position. It's 14-7, this 15-2 Chiefs team. Does not want to go and get embarrassed in their first playoff game, as an old Jonathan Taylor is still going to be pretty effective for this Colt team, as they're going to fake it and then hand it to the tight end, I believe. It's an interesting play. I like it, but it didn't work, as that's going to be a throw back of the end zone now, and it's incomplete for Alec Pierce. And a field goal try for the Colts, making it a 4-point game. Kick is good, and now I want to see a Mahomes deep ball to Atwell. I want to see something, not a sack. 2nd down and 20 as Mahomes finds his man. That's going to be Jalen Waddle for a nice gain to get the sack yardage back. 3rd down and 9. Mahomes, middle, just slings it, and no one in the area really. It just went over everybody's head and too short of the safety as they go sweep it out. Now Colts, Jonathan Taylor loses 7 on the run, and Ashton Gelati, so far, he's gotten 2 sacks and a tackle for loss in this 3rd quarter. Incredible quarter from Gelati as Alec Pierce got free, and Pierce is more so a deep threat, but a little catch and run action from Alec Pierce as now throw it over the middle. That's going to be caught for a gain of 10. 2nd down and inches as this 3rd quarter. Colts have had the ball basically the whole time, but an interception from the Chief defense. Taking it past the 40, right to midfield, and the Chiefs offense finally has maybe a bit of a spark, can do something here as they are going to have a tight end completion. for a nice 10-yard gain, 39-yard line, screen set up, and he's gonna lose yards. And now from the 42, 3rd down and 3. Mahomes down the field, Atwell, he breaks off of everybody. Bruce Atwell, what a touchdown! Caught it right on 2 defenders and broke free from everybody and takes it all the way. Atwell, that's what you want to see in his Chief playoff debut, and that's why you bring in a guy like that to go make a run to the Super Bowl. 3rd down and 11 for the Colts now as they send the pressure, and the receiver shy of the line, 9 yards, not enough. Mahomes takes the football back late in this 3rd quarter, where he is going to have a 2-score lead and all the weapons in the world to be at his disposal to keep improving this lead. As, you know, once again, it's typical Chiefs, and a lot of people to throw the football to. Not many good rushing attacks. I mean, it's better than having washed Kareem Hunt and Isaiah Pacheco, but still not great, as Mahomes will go to the outside. Going to be caught, but shy of the line, and it'll be a punt as now the defense takes back over, and the Colts find themselves at the 48-yard line, 9:50 to play, and a sack. It's not going to be Chris Jones anymore. He's far retired. Some of these other players far retired from this team, but they still got Trent McDuffie, Leo Chenal, Nick Bolton, still some of these guys that we know pretty well, as it's going to be a pass for Mahomes after the stop to get a 3rd down conversion. And, you know, with 7 minutes to go in a good spot, you just got to go play it safe. And look at Mahomes running the football and reaching for the 1st down. A designed keeper, it looks like, just a play-action boot, and Mahomes had a lot of room there. So 3rd down and 5. That pass tipped it incomplete off the hands of the tight end. And they are now going to have to go back out on defense. Still, though, just under 6 minutes to play. Still with the 2-score lead. And Jonathan Taylor, I mean, he's fighting hard, but he's not getting a whole lot of blocking. 3rd down and 1. They sneak it. He's shy. 4th and inches. They don't sneak it again, but this time Jonathan Taylor finds a lane and bursts down and more. Gain of 15. Now you go back to another 3rd down situation. This Colts team's running out of time, really. Just 3 minutes to go. They get another 1st down. They are slowly but surely moving it down the field. Open man out of the backfield. They find themselves in the red zone now. 2.5 to go as the run. Gelati is there for a loss, and Gelati's played amazing football today as they'll find another receiver. It's going to be a tackle and bounce, 4th and inches, and take the field goal. I think from the 11, 4th and inches. I know you need a field goal regardless, but I think I would have went for the touchdown there to give yourself a better chance in this one, as Worthy is going to get a 4-yard grab. 1st down could basically end this one, and there it is. It's a big run, and there goes the rushing attack of the Chiefs, as technically the game not over with until another 1st down, but Bruce Atwell hitting nice blocks down the field, and another big run seals it. Chiefs 21-13. Not a dominant victory for a 15-win team, but Bruce Atwell's big touchdown is what made the difference. It was his only catch on the game, but it was the biggest one, and they move on to take on the Baltimore Ravens. So Atwell was not able to get the job done against Lamar Jackson in 2 tries for the Patriots. Both times Drake May just couldn't handle the pressure. He threw a pick late in the 1st game, and in the 2nd game he took sack after sack when the pressure was on and they were at the goal line looking for that touchdown. Now you got Patrick Mahomes, who he knows a thing or two about beating the Lamar Jacksons and the Josh Allens in the playoffs. He's done it all his career, and can he do it once again and help Atwell out? We're at a 28-21 game. Ravens got a 3rd and 5 with the ball down by 7 as they go with the air. Lamar is going to go short of the line, and it's knocked down. Chiefs take over, and they immediately spread the field as Mahomes down the field, and he went for Atwell, but it was picked off. And Atwell, that ball just too much of a laser, needed to be lofted a bit more, maybe over the shoulder rather than right at him. And now Lamar, he had no chance. A sack and loss of 9. There was not even a single person to get out there on him, as Lamar now taking the shot deep on 3rd down, and it's incomplete. And the defense does play a little bit of damage control, gets the stop and forces a field goal try, keeping their lead, and this time it's going to be cut down to 4 points as the offense for the Chiefs takes over with a toss play and a tackle for a loss. And now 2nd and 14, play action, and Mahomes tracked down. Not going to be figured with a play action when the run game isn't doing all that well. As Mahomes, 3rd down and 20, Oweh gets in, and they're gonna have to punt the football. I mean, this is pretty typical. Mahomes getting just like destroyed off the edge because his tackles aren't really all that good usually. So, I mean, we're used to this. This is typical Mahomes action. But, you know, we hope that he still has the magic at 35 years old to get away from it and do some magical stuff and lead this team to another Super Bowl. It's 3rd down and 3. Lamar jump pass. It's intercepted! And he tried to get a little flashy there, and that's picked off by the Chief defense. So, both defenses picking off these elite quarterbacks, and now Jalen Waddle for the completion. I mean, I know Waddle's washed up by this point, and he's just kind of a number 3 receiver. What a fun receiving core to have Waddle, Worthy, and Atwell. 4th down and 2, meanwhile. They're going to go for it, and that's a bold call, and it doesn't work out. I don't hate it, but I don't maybe love the play call there of just a straight dive up the middle as it's 3rd down and 6. Defense, can you play a little bit more damage control? This good field position, but a run is going to get him just enough. Now they go fullback dive, and you weren't ready for that one as the fullback right up the middle for 14 yards, and Lamar sneaks it for another 1st down. We are on to the 4th quarter on this last play of the 3rd as that swing pass is losing 3, and here we go. 4th quarter, 4-point game. Lamar and the Ravens in scoring territory. Fumble! It's on the ground! Chiefs pick it up, and the big man gets brought down pretty quickly, but the Chiefs defense does it again. Mahomes is going to throw for a 9-yarder, but I think Mahomes needs to really, put together something as Atwell with the completion. It's been not a great half of football for Mahomes, but, I mean, maybe he can go and have a nice 4th quarter as Atwell with another catch, 8 more yards. That's Atwell's 9th catch of the game as they go a little fullback dive right back at you, and the fullback puts it on the ground. Is that a fumble or was he down? As the Ravens, Atwell tackles him, but they are going to review this. I think he was down, and they will give it back to the Chiefs as he was down. It was pretty close, I feel like, but I think it was the right call as the Chiefs going to have a draw for Mahomes. And all right, Patrick Mahomes, 35 years old on a QB draw, doing his thing as Waddle with the completion, and Jalen Waddle fighting down to the 4-yard line. Chiefs, can they get that 2-score lead? It'd be huge. Mahomes outside, touchdown. Xavier Worthy. I was going to ask, where's Worthy been? It's been a lot of Waddle, a couple of Atwell plays, not a lot of Worthy, but there he is in the big moment. 35-24, and a trip to the Super Bowl on the line here for Lamar Jackson, needing points on the board badly. You got to get at least 3 to make it a 1-score game. It got under 6 minutes to play from the 39. Jackson over the middle. That's going to be shy of the line. 3rd down and 4 after the 8-yard game with the running back in motion. Clear it out. Jackson going to scramble, and Lamar got a big run. Lamar Jackson trying to make a move, but Jackson still going to get them into field goal range as now, can they go for the touchdown? Lamar running again, and Lamar for 12 more yards into the red zone now. 3:40 to play. Lamar keeping in this time. He's not going to get anything. Loses 4 yards. Now clearing out the backfield once more. Jackson stepping up, and he's brought down. 2 guys in there. One of them Gelati. 3rd and 17. 2 guys in there, and it's the D tackle who scooped up the fumble earlier getting it. As now 4th and 22. They're not kicking the field goal. They're going for it. I don't know about it, and it's going to be caught, and it works out. Touchdown, Ravens, and no pass rush on 4th and 22 as the Ravens missed the 2-point conversion, but that is a crazy call that worked out. Atwell on the bubble screen, his 10th catch, and it goes for a 15-yard 1st down. Ravens need a couple of stops here as look at that play from the guard, leveling the defender. Starks gets in to finish off the tackle, but the Chiefs maybe 2 first downs away. Can they get it here on 3rd down and 4? Pass is caught. 1st down, and now 1 more for the game to go to the Super Bowl. It's Bruce Atwell, and he got it. Atwell punches the Chiefs ticket all the way to a Super Bowl appearance. And the first season for Bruce Atwell in Kansas City's looking like a major success. 11 catches, 118 and a touchdown. And now you take on Michael Penix, Bijan Robinson, and the Atlanta Falcons in the Super Bowl. And this is what he was waiting for. This is why why he goes and, hops off the Patriot bandwagon, who were a nice team, a 10-win team, a playoff team that was able to maybe win a playoff game any given year, but you want to go take that next step, be a contender, and be the reason why you can go and win a ring and contribute to one of the greatest quarterbacks legacies of all time. Bruce Atwell is trying to get ring number 1. Mahomes trying to get ring number, I think we're looking for 5 for Mahomes here. I think this is what we're on for him. I think he's won 1 in this sim, and to go with his others in real life. So I think this is looking for ring number 5 for Mahomes, as Penix looking for ring number 1. And can he get it, as this is going to be a fun offensive showcase. I mean, all the offensive weapons that both these teams have. We're going to go into the second half where it's a 17-10 Falcons lead, and we go with the Chiefs having the start as they go to 3rd down and 1. Mahomes not gonna get it. He snuck it and couldn't get in, as now Penix hands to Bijan, and it's Ashton Gelati. This dude's a superstar in this sim, as it's Penix throwing deep on 3rd and 11, and it's almost caught. That was broken up at the last second, and now Mahomes takes over. There goes Xavier Worthy for a 5-yard gain. And now 2nd down and 5 for Mahomes. Stepping up, throwing for the tight end. And he may not be Travis Kelce, but he's doing his thing as it's midfield. And they'll throw for Atwell. And Bruce Atwell for the 1st down. And now 1st and 10 from the 42. A little sweep. And there you go. A little jet sweep for 6 yards. They're moving it well on this drive right now. 2nd and 4. That's a 1st down. Xavier Worthy. Everybody getting involved. 2nd and 10. Halfway through this 3rd. Middle. It's incomplete. 3rd down and 10 for Mahomes, as from the 29, he'll go, intercepted! He wanted Atwell, but it was jumped in front of. That was just a bad decision, and Mahomes, only one who can catch him, and he's not going to! Pick 6! Falcons! Flip it on its head, and it was gonna be at the very least a 17-13 game, but now down by 14. Mahomes is gonna try to play some desperation football, and he's doing a good job there with the completion for a big game, right back where they were. Incomplete pass, 3rd down and 10 from the 33. Mahomes, can he rectify that mistake and find the end zone as they go to the outside? There's Xavier Worthy into the red zone, and Mahomes from the 15 handing it off. It's gonna get them 4 and set up 3rd down and 6, as Mahomes is gonna scramble for it. Mahomes, he's got the line, and Patrick Mahomes puts the ball on the ground. No! Mahomes fumbled it away. How do you let that happen? You gotta make a play there to get out of bounds or get down. Your defense gets him backed up at the 1-yard line with a tackle for loss, but now 2nd and 12 from the 1. Bijan with the carry, gets over a defender, and Bijan puts him on the ground. Bijan Robinson, are you serious? 99 yards, Bijan, touchdown Falcons! And a massive Super Bowl legendary play for Bijan Robinson to put the Falcons up 21 points to close out this 3rd quarter. Mahomes has already costed his team so many points. This game would be looking a lot different without those 2 turnovers. And now he's got to try to pull off something here. I mean, if there was ever a time where you needed a touchdown, it was now. But Mahomes is getting sacked by Jalen Walker. And we're on to the 4th quarter, 3rd and 11. Pass is caught, and he'll break a tackle, but not the 1st down. 4th and 4, got to go for it here, as Mahomes is going to find Bruce Atwell, and he stiff arms the defender, and Atwell for a nice 1st down that was much needed. You got to get it in the end zone, though. Worthy, there's a 1st. To the 25-yard line. Mahomes over the middle. That's short. 4 yards, 3rd down and 6 as they set up the screen. And the defender's there, and he makes a loss of 5 on the tackle. 4th and 11, and maybe your last chance if you're Patrick Mahomes. And the pressure gets in. Mahomes, he's going to run for it. And Mahomes is a yard shy. And Mahomes gets brought down. I think that's Jair Alexander on the Falcons. And that might be all that was left for this effort from the Chiefs offense. Kyle Pitts is getting a 1st down. And Gelati, I mean, he's amazing. He's getting a sack. 3rd and 17. I mean, you're going to get the stop here, it looks like. Yep, you will. But with 6 minutes to play, I don't know if a 21-point comeback in 6 minutes is all that possible. Mahomes brought down again. I mean, yeah, the blocking isn't great, but he's not helping himself out. He's not doing himself any favors with how antsy he is in the pocket right now. It's 4th down and 6. Hit as he's throwing. That's going to do it, basically, as the Falcons, they go 3 and out. They kick a field goal. It's good, 34-10, and with 3 minutes to go, Mahomes with another interception, and at the very end of the game, one more for good measure, Bijan Robinson with a touchdown, and the Falcons are gonna dominate Mahomes and the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. And this one, I don't like to blame one player for a failure, but Mahomes, pick 6 in a 1-score game to make it a 2-score game, fumbles it inside the 5. I know your defense should not be allowing a 99-yard Bijan touchdown, but you wouldn't have been in that spot if you didn't fumble the football in the first place. And the flipping of scoring in that game was what ultimately led to its downfall. 1,500 yards and 13 touchdowns, though, and an NFL leading 110-plus catches for Bruce Atwell as he goes into another season in Kansas City, where once again they get the 1 seed, they get a 1st-round bye, and they take on a very interesting team here, as it's going to be the Las Vegas Raiders. On paper, that doesn't sound like anything crazy, but it is until you find out who the quarterback is, because it ain't Geno Smith. It ain't some other random guy. It ain't some bum. It's Josh Allen who's the quarterback for the Raiders. So really interesting to have a universe where Josh Allen joins Mahomes' division to go and battle him more times a year. And honestly, that's got to be some like masochist energy from Josh Allen to actually go out there and willingly face Mahomes every single season multiple times, knowing that the heartbreak is going to be there for you, because poor Josh Allen can't catch a break against Mahomes. But maybe he's got it this time with the Raiders, as an interception for Mahomes is going to set Allen up. He is down by 10, and Allen finds Genty. What a fun duo that is in the backfield. You line up and you see Josh Allen and Ashton Genty. What the heck are you doing? Who are you gonna tackle? You ain't tackling either of them. Allen is getting sacked, and guess who? It's Ashton Gelati again. He's played amazing every single game we have watched for the Chiefs. Ashton Gelati is there, and they will force a field goal try. Raiders cut it down to a 1-score game, as it's 17-10, and Mahomes, can you learn to play a good game? And no, he's getting sacked in a 3 and out, as now handoff, it's gonna be Genty, and Genty for a 1st down, 50-yard line. Allen, deep drop, Allen delivers over the middle. That's a great catch for Jack Besh, into the 30-yard line for Besh. As, yeah, also remember, they got Brock Bowers on this team still. I mean, would this be like the hardest team to tackle in NFL history if you have Genty, Allen, and Bowers on the same team? I mean, you are one like Jamar Chase away from being just the greatest offense to ever live, as that kick is almost blocked. As a 4th down and 1, they do settle for a field goal. 3rd down and 6, though, for Mahomes, and he delivers. And finally, something for the Chief offense in this 3rd quarter, as Mahomes will throw. Middle, there's Xavier Worthy. And I'm glad to keep Xavier Worthy around. I want to see this duo of Worthy and Atwell do their thing, because it's a fun duo, and they complement each other awesomely. 3rd down and 6, as Mahomes swatted at the line. It's not on him, but a field goal try is through the uprights. It is good. 20-13 your score, so back up to a 7-point game as Allen! It wanted Bowers, and he threw an interception! And number 98 dropping back in coverage, and they are going to have the football back in a 1-score lead, chance to go up by 2 scores. And will it be more heartbreak for Josh Allen against Patrick Mahomes? The jersey may change, but the result may stay the same, as Mahomes scrambles for double-digit yards on a 1st down. Then a quick pass. Atwell has got 7 yards, and a 2nd down and 3. A handoff is going to be a 1st down and goal at the 5-yard line. Now on 2nd and goal, they go Mahomes keeper. I don't know who's come in since Andy Reid has left, but man, they love running Mahomes! And Mahomes in the end zone for Bruce Atwell! It's a touchdown! A 2-score game for Allen, as he'll go to Genty out of the backfield, a gain of 6. 3rd down and 4. They set up the screen for Genty, who gets some nice blocking, and Genty sheds off 2 guys! And Ashton Genty! He's gone! 67 yards! And Genty, that's what we mean. So hard to tackle, just shrugged off, guys. And now a 7-point lead once again for the Chiefs to hold on to. And I don't want to give Allen, Genty, and Bowers the ball back, as They get 9 yards and a 2nd and 1. Handoff up the middle. There you go. First down. 6:30 to play as they go out of the backfield. So Mahomes, little by little, moving this football. Another first down. He can maybe be in field goal range. And there it is. Tight end's got it. And at the 26-yard line, 2-score lead is right there as long as you don't make any mistakes. As Mahomes on the run. And that's a first down. I think Jalen Waddle might be off this team now. I don't know. I think the number 3 receiver's Trey Harris. Oh, come on, Mahomes. What are you doing? Picked off. And is he going to take it out? Well, he's chasing. Bruce Atwell, come on. He brings him down. And is the only one saving them from tying this game. Allen is going to do it out of the air for Genty and 4 yards. But if they can get the stop here, Bruce Atwell, potentially playoff saving tackle. But Allen down to the 2-yard line with 3:20 to play. And Genty, touchdown. And Ashton Genty's tied this one up. And Mahomes is trying to throw it away. Kick return now is going to be fielded. Chiefs is going to find a lane, breaks a tackle. And there he goes, past midfield. And he's going to go break another tackle down to the 29. What a kick return. And the Chiefs right back in field goal range. And Mahomes, please stop trying to sell this game as they get a 5-yard completion. 3rd down and 5 for Mahomes. He's throwing, and Atwell down to the 3. He's got 10 catches today, and a huge day for Atwell. 2 minutes to go. Draw play, touchdown, and a walk-in for the Chiefs. And we got ourselves another 7-point lead, 34-27 for Josh Allen. It's another close and fun Allen versus Mahomes matchup. 3rd down and 14. They get it to 4th and 9. Allen, this is your game basically, as he's going to throw. Deep ball. It's floated up there. It's intercepted. Allen put it up for Bish, and it's picked off. And the game is over. Trent McDuffie picks it, sends the Chiefs to the next round. And once again, Josh Allen, it doesn't matter what team you are. I am sorry. You're just not able to beat Mahomes, even if you outplay him, because Mahomes was throwing some bad interceptions that game. But Bruce Atwell, how about 10 for 145 and 3 touchdowns on the day to really give the Chiefs everything that they needed to move on. Without Atwell, they are not moving on as we move to the conference championship in a familiar spot. An Arrowhead Conference Championship, AFC title game, trip to the Super Bowl on the line, trying to avenge the domination that they suffered last year, taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. And can this Chiefs team get back-to-back opportunities? It's Trevor Lawrence, still the quarterback here in Jacksonville, and a sack immediately. 3rd and 19, screen set up. It's Bashal Tootin for the first down opportunities. He's breaking a tackle, but he's not even going to get anywhere close. Mahomes takes over, and there we go. Trey Harris, yeah, he is the number 3 receiver on this team. He's got the first down. 2nd down and 9 now, as there goes Atwell on the crosser, and Bruce Atwell. There you go. Get him the ball more. Get him involved, as there's another completion, and Mahomes playing a good drive. I mean, it's 17-6. The Chiefs are in control. The Chiefs got Bruce Atwell, and he's got him into the red zone, as Mahomes underneath the Atwell again, his 3rd catch of the drive. Keep it going, as Atwell is going to watch Xavier Worthy get him inside the 5. Goal to go. Mahomes play action, and he's going to go to an open fullback. Touchdown! And the fullback dives his way in. And it's 24-6. Mahomes and the Chiefs looking like they might cruise to a championship appearance, as it's now Trevor Lawrence getting the Tootin outside. And I mean, at what point do you say it's a do or die 4-down territory for Lawrence, as he's going down? 2 guys there, one of them Gelati. 3rd and 11, and Lawrence, he's got a man, and it's gonna be out of bounds. He caught it, but couldn't get the feed in. And now Mahomes threatening to go 3 and out on the other side. Tight end, not quite there. He's a half a yard shy, and now Jaguars taking back over, as, I mean, you're running out of time here. 3rd quarter's about to expire with a minute to go, and Lawrence over the middle. There's Brian Thomas, and Brian Thomas past midfield, the 41-yard line, as Lawrence deeper pass and a completion. As now moving to the 23. Last play of the third. Tootin on the carry. He's going to find a lane. Spin move by Shaw. Touchdown. And the slippery, dynamic by Shaw. Tootin gets the first touchdown for the Jaguars. It's 24-13 and Mahomes is going down. Starting the fourth quarter off in an 11-point lead. It's Mahomes off the edge. Third down and long as he'll go and just play it safe. That's the right move, I think. Play it safe. Don't do anything stupid. Trust your defense to not blow this one. As a big hit there, he hangs on, and Trevor Lawrence has got these guys going. Lawrence underneath. That's a first down, and they're in scoring range. A field goal here does cut into a one-score game if they have to settle. Third down and 2. Tootin again for the first down, and they're riding Bayshall for a first down, and this comeback potentially as Bayshall cuts it back the other way, and he manages 6 yards on that play. That's impressive. Third down and 3 for Lawrence. He's going for the end zone, and it's incomplete. As he wanted it all, instead, he'll get a field goal out of it. And we are at a 24-16 one-score game with 5.5 minutes to play. So far this second half, we've got just the one good Chiefs drive that was a touchdown. Other than that, it's not been much. Atwell, he's trucking a guy for a third down conversion on the catch. And then right up the save. There you go, Trey Harris for the first down. And here we go, Chiefs. You can chew out this clock, kick a field goal to go up by 2 scores. Third down and 5, 2-minute warning hitting as Mahomes. There's Atwell inside the 10, goal to go. Under 2 minutes to play as running back's gonna get the carry for a short 2-yard gain. Third down and goal. Mahomes throwing, and it's caught. Down to the 1. Jaguars burn their final timeout, but the Chiefs are going for it. They're going for it, and it fumbled the football. Are you serious? Why would you go for it, and why would you do that? As it wasn't even on Mahomes. You could kick a field goal and go up by 2 scores and leave the Jaguars with no timeouts in under 2 minutes. And now Jacksonville has Bayshall for a big gain out of the shadow of their own end zone. If they pull this off, as it's Brian Thomas for a first now. 13 yards for him. He's at a 100-yard game now. 41-yard line. Lawrence over the middle. That's going to be 7 more. We're at the 42-second mark. Still no timeout, so they got to hurry it up. Fourth down and 3 as they'll go run it, and they weren't expecting that, and that's a first down and a worthwhile gain of 13. 22 seconds to play for Lawrence as they'll throw to the outside. It's caught and out of bounds. 7 yards. 32-yard line. Lawrence, I don't know if I like this. He's going to run for it. And this means they only got 1 play left as they got to hurry it back to the line. 27 yards to go as it looks like they're going to spike it. They will get it off in time as they'll have, just a single play to try to tie this game up. Lawrence has got it up top. It's picked off. And the game is over for the Chiefs, who are going back to the Super Bowl. But it was way more difficult than it needed to be as you gave the Jaguars one too many chances. And if you gave them one more chance after that, I feel like it was just, you were asking to choke that game. You were asking to lose. Atwell goes for 9 catches, 99 yards and a touchdown. So just shy of the 100 yards. And we are on to a Super Bowl matchup against the LA Rams. And if you thought the quarterback situations were already interesting when you see Josh Allen on the Raiders, Jalen Hurts on the Dolphins, well, how about, of all people to lead the Rams to a Super Bowl, it's Anthony Richardson. And if Anthony Richardson ended up in the hands of a guy like Sean McVay, maybe, just maybe. I mean, if anyone's going to do it, I think it would be Sean McVay. So maybe not the craziest thing to ever think about, but Super Bowl, Anthony Richardson and the Rams versus Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs, and we'll see who is able to get the job done. Mahomes had a really bad Super Bowl performance last season. Can he, Bruce Atwell, and the rest of the boys get the job done this year? It's 20-13 to start the second half as Richardson over the middle for a first down completion as Anthony Richardson's played a really good career so far in LA ever since he's gotten there, as that pass is going to be a 4-yard loss. And now Anthony Richardson on 3rd and long. He's going to throw for a first down. And another little interesting part of this is the other receiver is going to be this man right here. It's Rashee Rice. And talk about fits. I can't think of a better fit for a McVay offense than Rashee Rice to take over all those screens that they run. I mean, yeah, that's a match made in heaven, but I guess that was the scenario that the Chiefs were in. They let Rashee Rice go, and they brought in Bruce Outwell. It's seemingly been the right decision, but Rashee Rice maybe wants a little bit of revenge as on 4th down. There's Puka for the 1st down. As you want to talk about a hard-to-tackle duo of receivers, Puka and Rashee Rice. Up the middle on the ground goes the Rams. And once again, he's going to get the 1st down and just kind of fall down inside the 5 as Rice in motion. They go counter and a stop in the backfield. As now Richardson, 3rd down is going to be set up with a big Leo Chenal hit. 3rd and 10, goal to go. End zone, touchdown. Rams are going to tie it up. Took up a big chunk of the 3rd quarter as Mahomes. He's just going to keep it, and Patrick Mahomes for a 9-yard run. It's just funny to see a design Mahomes runs like that as the draw up the middle for a nice gain. There you go, ground game. Help him out a little bit as Mahomes play action. Deep drop, go outside of the running back, get a nice couple of yards there. He stays in bounds and even get 10. So now 3rd and inches as Mahomes will sneak it, and it's the most running you'll ever see Mahomes do, is just design quarterback runs left and right as the tight end on the cross there has got the 1st down, coming to the other side of the field, and now they're in the red zone. A minute to play. Mahomes, end zone. It's tipped around and incomplete. He wanted Worthy. 3rd down and 8. Mahomes, Worthy is not going to be able to get that 1st down as they'll settle for 3 in the 3rd quarter. Will basically come to an end with a 23-20 game as the run is going to get stopped. Trent McDuffie getting the tackle. 3rd down and 10 to start the 4th quarter for Anthony Richardson, who's chucking it deep. Richardson one-on-one. It's caught right over McDuffie. And now at the 12, Richardson got a completion for 4. And now at the 8-yard line, Richardson, can he run for it? Yes, he can. Touchdown. Chenal leveled him at the goal line, but he is in, and the Rams got the lead. 27-23. Fullback dive on 1st down. Yeah, you weren't expecting that one. There's a 13-yard run as Mahomes, now 2nd and 7, is going to go for his tight end, and a gain to 3rd and 5 is the situation now. Mahomes is going to run, and he gets off of a Braden Fist tackle, and Patrick Mahomes! What kind of running threat is 36-year-old Mahomes turned into? As a screen, running back, a lot of room, and he's going to break a tackle, get to the red zone, gain a 19, and we are at the 7.5-minute mark, and Mahomes and the offense going to be set back with that 2-yard loss as he's going to go to the air now. End zone! He wanted that well. I appreciate the 50-50 ball. It's 3rd and 2 for Mahomes. He's going to go end zone again. He's going to have it knocked down. That wasn't to Atwell, but they'll kick the field goal and a 1-point deficit with under 7 to play. Defense, what do you got? As it's Anthony Richardson getting it. Puka for a nice gain of 5 where he was struggling to go down there, but he still got reeled in. Just a short gain, and there is Ashton Gelati with the sack. 3rd down over the head of Rashee Rice. That was a chance for a big play, maybe even a touchdown. Now the Chiefs take over with 5 minutes to play as Mahomes underneath. It's incomplete. 3rd down and 8. You don't want to go 3 and out here as Mahomes down the middle. You're not going to go 3 and out because you're throwing an interception. And Mahomes cannot let this happen again as they'll fly one to the outside. Rashee Rice for 8 yards. McDuffie with the tackle, under 4 to play. 3rd and 2 for Richardson. And he's going to throw on the run. And it's caught, Rashee Rice. And now at the 42, they're inching closer to field goal range as the run might have gotten them there. It'd be 55 from here. 2:40 to play. Handoff again. A short gain, just 1 yard. 2-minute warning hitting after this play. Richardson down the middle. It's caught. No, down to the 7. And you got to do something here as the run is going to get them to 2nd and goal from the 5. Timeouts are being used. Tackle for loss. 3rd and goal as the Rams. Can they put it in the end zone? No, it's intercepted. And Anthony Richardson did not just throw that. That's my guy Noel Williams with the interception, and now they have a chance to go in a game-winning drive. And there goes the Atwell, and Bruce Atwell, 23 yards, and with a minute to play, 1 timeout for the Chiefs. There you go. Get the completion. Trey Harris for 11 more. Got to get maybe 2 more first downs. Mahomes, a little no-look pass and an unnecessary 4 yards for Mahomes. Now down the middle. It's incomplete. It's 4th down. Mahomes with the Super Bowl on the line. He's got a first down and more. 34-yard line. And it might be a first down, and they're in field goal range. They might do it. And the handoff again. Make that field goal all the more easy. And we are down to 12 seconds. McVay burns the timeout to ice them. And we have a game-winning field goal opportunity for the Super Bowl. It's Chiefs with a just 30-yarder. It's actually going to be a 29-yard field goal try. And the kick, it's going to be up. It is good. And the Chiefs are up by 2. 9 seconds to go. You got a kick return, maybe another play, and the kick return will actually go out the back of the end zone. That means 35-yard line. That's good field position. And Richardson, he's going to scramble. And Richardson, I don't know if he's going to get to field goal range, but he's fighting. Timeout with 1 second. He's going to throw it as time expires, shy of the end zone. And the Chiefs have won the Super Bowl, and Bruce Atwell gets his ring on try number 2. And Mahomes was able to get the job done to win another Super Bowl to add to his resume. Even though he wasn't always the best during the playoff run, Bruce Atwell has proved that his decision to go to the Chiefs was valid. It was right. And not only does he got the Super Bowl ring, he's got the production on the season to go with it, because one heck of a year he had on the Chiefs as they get to go to the podium. And Atwell was a part of this incredible Super Bowl winning team. I mean, what a fun core it was to have this team. And he's still here for another couple of years. How about 100 yards and a touchdown in the Super Bowl, 100 on the dot, and to cap off a 113 catch, close to 1,500 yard, 18 touchdown season. And he has once again led the NFL in receptions. I mean, he is a receptions monster. And we were waiting to see when he'd get those upper echelon type of touchdown numbers. And 18 is definitely up there as we get to the next season. And the Chiefs are rolling once again. 1 seed, dominating in the second round, the divisional round, against the Tennessee Titans and Cam Ward. So they take care of business, and just like that, we're already back to a conference championship. And I think this might have been the first Chiefs game in the playoffs where Atwell didn't catch a touchdown. Still at 83 yards, though. And they get to take on the number 4 seed Pittsburgh Steelers. And interestingly enough, for this Steelers team, despite winning their division, despite winning 2 games in the playoffs, this is not the team that you traditionally see in a conference championship, because they got a losing record. They are 8-9. I guess if you add to the playoff success that they've had, they're 10-9, but still, you don't see a team like this 8-9 on the verge of going to a Super Bowl. But here you are. The Chiefs, though, they also took a little bit of a step back. I mean, they were winning 15-14 games, now 12-4-1 this season, as they are in a tie game, though, 10-10. The Steelers team has come to fight despite being one of the biggest underdogs maybe in playoff history, as they're getting sacked and the Chiefs take over the football. Mahomes over the middle, and there's a completion. And the first down, as they're going to hand it off to the running back, who's going to find a lane and come back, and there he goes! He's going untouched to the end zone. Touchdown, Chiefs! And they are up by 7 now, as we go ahead to the Steelers' possession, where their running game is going to get them to a 3rd down and 5. Passing underneath, got the first down and more. Interestingly, also, it's George Pickens back on the Steelers, rocking number 82, but you know, weird to see George Pickens find his way back to Pittsburgh, and I don't know how that works for the Steelers receiving arcs that they usually go on, where, you know, the second you leave the Steelers, you go and, like, develop, chronic CTE and go absolutely nuts. So what happens if you're a receiver who leaves the Steelers and then goes back to that? I don't know what happens there. That might be a dangerous thing, but here's Pickens once again getting a first down, and he's into the red zone as they'll throw outside on the screen pass, and they get the block, and nice blocking, and able to weave through to get about 4 yards, which was more than maybe you thought you were going to get. 3rd down and 6 over the middle, and a 1st down. Goal to go, and the Steelers could really bounce back and tie this game, and they will. It's George Pickens. It's really weird seeing him wear number 82 for the Steelers, because that's not what he wore. But still, as we go back to the Chiefs' offensive possession, and right down the middle, Mahomes delivering, and he's over 200 yards in Steeler territory. Underneath for Bruce Atwell, and that's 5 yards. 3rd quarter ending with this play. 2nd down and 5. Tight end's got it, and that's a 1st down and more for him. They're in the red zone. 2nd and 7. Here's Atwell inside the 10, down to the 7, and Bruce Atwell moving his Chiefs down close to the end zone, and Mahomes will finish the drive. Touchdown! And the tight end Ramirez gets it done, and I mean, well, what do you know? The Chiefs got more good tight end play as that pass down the middle incomplete, and it will be 3rd down and 8 underneath, shy of the line, and Pickens is able to fight for it. And George Pickens, I don't know how old he is at this point, but he's got to be pretty dang old, but he's playing well. And a sack for Ashton Gelati and crew. 3rd and 17 as they'll throw short, check down. I don't think he's getting there. It's not only going to not get there, he fumbled it. Good thing the Steelers jumped on it. They'll be able to punt it away. But the Chiefs now up by 7 with the football. And maybe the talent is just a little too overpowering, as there is a clear difference and gap in roster talent between these two teams, as they are going to be 2nd down with a 6.5-minute mark ticking by. And look at the receiver getting a nice gain there. 35-yard line, 5.5 minutes to play now. Ramirez, another 1st down. Chiefs moving it with ease, and this is about the time where Mahomes would usually mess something up the way it's been the last couple of years. Let's hope he doesn't do that. 4 minutes to go. 3rd down and 7. Down the middle, it's Atwell. Touchdown! And he may have missed out on a touchdown last game, but not today. Bruce Atwell finds the end zone for yet another playoff touchdown in his career. We're going to tally those up at the end of the video, too. I've tracked things like playoff touchdowns and all that stuff. You know, we'll really get to see where he ranked all time, because he's putting up some good numbers, at least in the playoffs, and we'll see if he can continue to add to the rest of his career, if he maybe falls off a cliff and, you know, regresses like crazy, you know, and gets washed really fast. I don't know. You don't know what you always get in these types of videos. You could get washed and retire at 30. He could go and play till he's 37 years old and be, you know, like Larry Fitzgerald. I don't know, but we'll see what we end up getting, because he's still in the prime of his career right now. 4th down and 9 for the Steelers. They'll roll, they'll throw, on the run, it's caught, and there's Pickens, and Pickens down to the 1. I didn't think it'd be an 8-win team in the conference championship led by a washed George Pickens giving the Chiefs this kind of fight, but a touchdown to cut it to a 1-score game. And, well, it's not over yet. Chiefs outside. There's Atwell in the bubble screen. He'll get 7. Timeout Steelers. Up the middle on the ground. No 1st down. Will the Steelers get it back? 3rd down. Mahomes running. And Patrick will get the 1st. And the Chiefs will be headed back to a Super Bowl. And it wasn't easy against this Steelers team, but in general, a pretty easy path in the AFC, as Atwell catches 2 touchdowns and 77 yards on the day. And it will be 1 seed versus 1 seed, taking on Caleb Williams and the Bears. So it's going to be a fun matchup. Caleb Williams and all these guys. I mean, they still got Rome Odunze doing his thing, Colston Loveland, all these guys. And will it be Mahomes going back-to-back for ring number 6? Or will it be Caleb Williams, who I think has a ring in this sim? I think he's got 1, so will it be Caleb getting ring number 2 in his career? Let's see, as this is going to be a really fun one and another big test for this team. I mean, this is a Mahomes legacy type of game here, because if you want to catch Brady, he's like, what, 37, 38 years old at this point? I don't know how much longer Mahomes has got left in him. If he wants to catch Brady, getting ring number 6 is important. Right now, it's 21-13. Bears are on top with the football and getting a 1st down, as Mahomes and the offense got to just watch their defense. I mean, can they stop Caleb and this team, as he's already got 220 plus at a touchdown on the day, as he'll throw for a 1st down, and that will be into Chiefs territory. 2nd down and 6. There's another 1st down, And the Bears are moving it well. Outside, open, roam, out for a 5-yard deficit on 3rd down as Caleb is going to throw on the run. And another first for Roma Dunze. And now at the 27-yard line, swing it outside. That might be a backwards pass to the running back. He'll only get about 5 yards, but it'll be 3rd and 7 for Caleb, who throws for Loveland, who can't hang on. So that long drive, that took up half the 3rd quarter. First down after first down, and they'll make it a 2-score lead. I mean, if there's one positive about this, the offense has had probably an insane amount of time to rest, maybe too much time, because you go and you have the long Super Bowl halftime show, then you go and you have a long Bears drive, and then you go 3 and out. So there's a little bit more rest as the Chiefs defense is getting a sack, 3 and out. There you go, Chiefs offense back out there with 4 minutes to play in the 3rd quarter and a first down completion and into Chiefs territory. As they're going to have a man in motion, hand it off, running back right up the middle for 7, 39-yard line. As you need at least 3 on this drive to cut it back down to a 1-score game as Mahomes, he fumbled the ball, but the lineman saves him. 3rd and 11 for Mahomes, and pressure in, he gets it out, Xavier Worthy out at the 30, and Mahomes back on a 3rd and 8, throws it short of the line, he's trying to get there, he breaks one, but not again, and it's going to be 4th and 1, Chiefs are going for it, big call, Mahomes immediately bails, no, he's sacked. And I don't hate the decision. I hate what Mahomes did on the play, just bailing out the pocket and immediately losing a big opportunity. The defense, though, does get a 6-yard loss on first down. Screen will get those yards back and more, and we head to the 4th quarter. Chiefs still down by 11. Caleb on 3rd and 2, and Roma Dunze for the first. As the Caleb offense is looking to get this lead up a little bit more, and a great completion there. 33-yard line, they're in field goal range. Williams, middle, caught for Loveland. And it's 4th and 1. They're going for it. And they're the one making the bull call, and they're the ones who are getting it this time. I thought you had him stopped. And Caleb keeps it going. He's sacked, and he almost broke free. As it's 2nd and 22, the run game is going to get the yards back, almost 3rd and 12, but they are still very firmly in field goal range as Caleb is rolling. He's going to get sacked and fumble the football. It's free, and the Chiefs pick it up, and maybe it's not over yet. 7 minutes to play for Mahomes, and you got to do something here. You got to capitalize. You got to give your defense a chance to maybe play with a 1-score deficit as Mahomes throwing it deep. It's caught! What a catch and a bailout! 23-yard line, draw play. He's going to find himself 7 yards. They're in the red zone. Mahomes play action, gets it out underneath, and he's going to make a move. It's on the 10, goal to go to the 7, under 5. Mahomes throwing, he's sacked. And that's going to lose X factor for him as well. It's a 2nd and goal, and they'll find him for an open play, 11 yards. And now 3rd and goal from the 3. Mahomes runs it in. Touchdown. Mahomes and the Chiefs aren't done yet as the 2-point conversion for a 3-point deficit. And Mahomes will run it in just like he did for the score earlier. And now with 3 minutes to play, can the Chiefs get off the field as Williams down the middle, and he finds Rome. And now they're at midfield, running up the middle. That's a good gain. 2nd and 2 is a really tough spot. 2-minute warning. Chiefs going to have to start burning timeouts, and a big tackle for loss. 3rd down and 5. Williams is hit. It's incomplete. Great coverage. And now the Chiefs take over with under 2 to go. Down by 3. Mahomes is launching it deep. It's got a step. It's Xavier Worthy! Touchdown! Chiefs! Xavier Worthy! Just speeding by! And the Chiefs are on top just like that! And Caleb Williams has just 1:42 to go. Can he find himself in the end zone to tie this game? Loveland gets 16, 1:30 to play as the screen is going to get a nice gain, and he's not going to get out of bounds. They still have 2 timeouts, though, and plenty of time, plenty of yards in front of him, but he's sacked. 3rd and 7. They burn one of those timeouts, but they find another first down completion. Caleb has been clutching this one as he'll go and scramble. He'll run for it. He's got the first and more. Caleb Williams inside the 20, 23-yard gain. 48 seconds to play as Williams over the middle. Colston Loveland is in. Touchdown. Colston Loveland with 43 seconds. And the Chiefs find themselves down once again. The Chiefs have 43 seconds, 2 timeouts, and they'll need maybe a big kick return here as it'll be back deep. He'll take it out of the landing zone, and he'll find a way up the middle, and it's going to get through, break a tackle, and what a return past the 40, and a huge return to get them maybe just 2 first downs away. 34 seconds to go. Here's Atwell. He's fighting ahead for 8 yards, and now you got 31 seconds and 1 timeout, and there you go. First down and more inside the 40 to the 36, and the Chiefs are going to play it safe, running the football. And they are just going to take a 50-yard field goal to send this to overtime. And we are on to a little bit more football. And it's going to be an all-time Super Bowl classic. Chiefs, Bears, and they are getting the football first. Mahomes will have the first crack at it. Another return. Will it be another good one? It finds another nice lane to get to the 38. As that's, again, a really solid return. And now the run game. Holy DeAndre Swift, please pick a hole to run through. As that's a loss of 2. They'll give it back to the ground game, and he'll get 5. 3rd down and 7. You got to get a first down. You can't put this in sudden death. And the swing is not going to get it. 4th down and 8, and now it's sudden death. Next score wins. The punt is tackled. The punter got tackled. Are you serious? The punter couldn't even get it off, and that is not going to be how this ends. There is no way. The Bears have it in amazing field position. Caleb Williams just can't make any mistakes like that. It's a sack. And now it's 3rd and 18. It's a long field goal from here. Can't take another sack. He got it away. And it's still going to be a field goal try, but it is a longer one. 53 yards for the win in the Super Bowl. Is it going to end like this? Kick is good. It's good. And that is an unbelievable way to lose, to win, to end a Super Bowl. And the Chiefs go down. The Bears, Caleb Williams gets it done. A wild final few minutes, and then the punter getting tackled in overtime. It wasn't even just like a blocked punt, which that would have been bad too, but the punter couldn't even get it off. And the Chiefs, you lose it like that. That's just heartbreaking. And Mahomes' look to maybe chase Brady, I don't think that's going to happen, as he's going to be a little bit older. And Bruce Atwell puts up a career year 119 for 1,600 yards and 19 touchdowns. And if you're wondering, well, why didn't that win Offensive Player of the Year? Well, maybe because the guy who actually won it was this Iglesias dude from the Texans, who is a rookie, by the way, putting up 115 catches, 1,600 yards, 20 touchdowns, and he broke every rookie receiving record. Like, that's unfair. The greatest rookie receiver season ever comes in Bruce Atwell's career year, and he can't win Offensive Player of the Year. We move on to the next season where Bruce Atwell is still sitting here. He's like a 99 overall player, and yeah, we are on to see if the Chiefs can go and make another run at a Super Bowl. Remember, Bruce Atwell signed a 5-year contract. This is year 4 of that contract, and you have to think with Patrick Mahomes being 38, I don't know, he might even be 39. He's like up there. Like, you got to be thinking, how many more chances do you got at this point? Any year could be Mahomes' final, and you know as soon as Mahomes retires, it's over for this team. Like, it is just over. They are not going to find a quarterback even semi-comparable to Mahomes to get them here. And, you know, with how much the core of this team is, like, you know, McDuffie is close to being washed at this point. Leo Chenal is washed. Nick Bolton, I don't even think as a starter on this team. Gelati's over 30 years old, I'm pretty sure. Xavier Worthy's over 30 years old. Like, this team is about to fall apart any second, so this might be it. Like, this might be it, as the Chiefs 21-6, and the Colts are driving. They are running this football well. I mean, they've taken 5 minutes on this drive, gotten in the red zone, and to the outside on the carry. He's going to have it at the 10-yard line, 2nd down and 4. Read option. He's going to get 1st down and more yardage inside the 5. And they'll hand it, and it's a touchdown for the Colts. And they are going to cut this down to a 1-score deficit as Mahomes is going to throw to the outside. He'll turn 2nd and 11 to 3rd down and 4 as he goes to the air. That pass knocked away at the line, and the Chiefs will have to punt. So you don't want to struggle against this 9-win team after you were coming off of a 1st-round bye once again. You go 3 and out if you're the Colts and get it back, and Bruce Atwell, the completion to him. And now they're in Colt territory with under 2 to play in the quarter as they'll find the tight end Ramirez, and he will run through a man and get to the 30-yard line as they'll go with the play action. Outside, Ramirez again in the red zone, and the Chiefs looking for that 2-score lead. Mahomes on the run. It's caught. Touchdown, and they go all to Ramirez. Every single play just about was to him, and it's 28-13 now as the Colts are in a little bit of trouble if this Chief offense starts to heat up a little bit like they did on that final drive. We're into the 4th quarter. You don't got many chances left if you're the Colts. You got to put it in the end zone. And somewhere along the way, you got to get a 2-point conversion as well as they'll go play action from the 44. Throwing it down the middle, and there is a completion, and on the run, he's past the 15-yard line. And they are looking to cut this back down, and he's at the 7. Josh Downs has 10 grabs on the day. He's really torched this defense as they're at the 2 now. As 8:50 to play. Blitz sent in. Pass to the outside. Touchdown, Colts. And the 2-point conversion, will it be now or later? As they will opt for later, meaning it's an 8-point game. Colts got to get a stop on defense now. As there's under 8 to play, and the Colts, they allow any more points in this game, it could be all over as there's a fumble, and I don't know if he was down or not. Colts are going to run it in, and we'll have to take another look as it is going to be Ramirez, and he's down. I think he's down. They're challenging it. I think this one will be overturned, and the Chiefs thankfully will escape with the football still, but it's 3rd down, and he's going to get the 1st. Now past midfield they go. It's 6 to play. Quick drop and a throw for a 1st down. Ramirez again, I mean, because you don't need Bruce Atwell to do much when Ramirez is everything. Come on, you threw a pick now. And that was to Atwell, but you threw it right at the linebacker. I mean, what are you doing? That was just a really bad decision by Mahomes, and you've given the Colts a really good opportunity in this one. They got it at the 32. 3 minutes to play. Screen outside is going to get them 7 yards, 3rd down and 3. Pass over the middle is going to be 4th and 1 as they'll have an opportunity to get off the field, but they can't do it. Good catch. 2-minute warning. 24-yard line. Run up the middle. Inside the 10. Goal to go. As they'll run it again. Finds the hole. Finds himself at the 2 with a minute to play. Throwing. And he'll have it in the end zone. It's incomplete. 4th and goal. Game on the line. Touchdown. Colts. But you need the 2-point conversion. That's what it comes down to. Goal line package, running in, and he's stopped. And now the onside kick is going to be all it takes, and the Chiefs will escape with the victory. 28-26, but this team is really just barely hanging on age-wise, score-wise, and we'll have to see if they can get past another obstacle to get back to a Super Bowl. Atwell goes for 65 yards and a touchdown. And what do you know? What a matchup here. Chiefs, Patriots. And what a story we got here. I mean, Drake May, Patrick Mahomes, this Patriots team, they opted to pay Drake May. They opted to pay Jahmyr Gibbs. They opted to pay Christian Gonzalez. They opted to pay Milton Williams. They opted to pay everybody. except Bruce Atwell. They let him go. Will it be a fourth Super Bowl appearance in a row where the Patriots end the streak as the Chiefs throw it? Deep. What are you doing? Mahomes in double coverage. It's intercepted. And why is this not the first time Mahomes has done something like this where he immediately starts to have off with a pick as Jahmyr Gibbs right up the middle. Jahmyr Gibbs. And welcome back to the explosive rushing of Jahmyr Gibbs. Drake May to throw it on the run. Touchdown, and the Patriots have the lead. As, oh boy, you don't want to lose this one, especially, I feel like, as Ramirez, this tight end's a monster. How do you go when you find yourselves another Travis Kelce type of player for this team as Mahomes is getting sacked, and it's 2nd and 18. But how heartbreaking would it be to lose to the team that drafted you, let you go? And that's the hurdle to try to get that other Super Bowl on your resume. Is Atwell with the completion to him, and a first down and more. Down to the 6, and it was a gain of 25. Mahomes throws it out. Running back breaks the tackle. Touchdown. Chase got the lead right back. And Mahomes responds very well after the interception as the Patriots and Drake May take back over. 6 minutes gone in this third quarter as they are going to have an incomplete pass. 3rd down and 10 as McDuffie off the blitz, and they'll throw it deep. It's caught. What a grab. Unbelievable as May doesn't want to throw the screen first pump, then he throws it in the dirt afterwards as now he's going to go take a shot on 3rd down for the end zone. It's caught. Touchdown. And again with a big contested grab in the end zone now. And that's 2 massive plays for the Patriot offense that should just not have happened. And the Chiefs defense, you got to be sick if you're watching that. 28-24 as Mahomes, he's taking the shot deep. He's got Atwell. Touchdown. He burned his former team. 52 yards. Touchdown for Bruce Atwell. And that's what you want to see. 31-28. We got ourselves a little bit of a shootout. The offensive lineman just caught that fumble, and he lost 8 yards as Drake May now backed up real far back as he's going to try to run. Throw on the run. It's caught, and he'll get 14. Now it's 3rd down and 4 as May is going to scramble. Yes, he will. He's got the first and a lot more past midfield, and May slides for a huge conversion. And this is not the Drake May I watched early in Atwell's career. This is a lot more comfortable, a lot more composed Drake May, a lot more confident Drake May, and he might be ready to take this Patriot team to a Super Bowl. We're on to the 4th quarter, and he'll snake it ahead for the first down. Red zone opportunity as May throws it outside. Caught. Touchdown. And this Patriot offense can't be stopped. But now can the Chiefs respond once more? It's going to be Mahomes to his man to midfield as it's 1st down and a run right up the middle and a 1st down again, back to back on the drive, 37-yard line. Mahomes just going to get sacked. He tried to roll and escape, but he's not going to. 2nd and 18. We'll get the sack yardage back almost. 3rd and 11. Long distance field goal range. Got to get a couple of yards at least. Mahomes, he'll run for it. He's right there at the line. 4th and inches. They go for it. And Mahomes tosses it out. And he's got the edge. He's got the 1st and more. It's at the 10 and a gain of 20 yards. Huge call. Goal to go. And Mahomes dumps it down. And he's at the 1. And for the lead now. And Mahomes runs it in. He'll break the tackle. Touchdown. And what a shootout we have in this second half. 38-35. Drake May, does he got another response in him? He'll complete the pass to a 3rd down and 4 situation. May is rolling and trying to escape the pressure. He's going down. And the Chiefs have the ball back up by 3. This is huge and a big completion. And now they're in Patriot territory. This could be it. This could be what they need. Finally a stop from the defense, and now they can run the clock as he's got the 1st down. Patriots down to their timeouts being used from the 30. Sweeping to the edge, and he's got it to 3rd down and 9 from the 29. Mahomes, Atwell, and it's short of the line, but they're going for it. They want to go for the win right now. Mahomes just missed it. No. They wanted to go for the win, and I can't blame them. But man, that hurts. And now the Patriots are going to have a try. A field goal sends it to overtime. And Drake May is just delivering pass after pass on target. And May outside, got to get out of bounds. I think he did. and they will call him out. 102 from the 35. They're in field goal range, 3rd down and inches, as May will throw on the run to Jahmyr Gibbs and inside the red zone. And they're not going to allow this to happen. 29 seconds to go. May throwing outside. It's caught down inside the 5. They're going to just kick the field goal, though. They ran back. They spiked it. They kicked the field goal. And now we're on to overtime. And May has got the ball first. And Drake May, this is a way different Drake than we saw 5 years ago. And it's completing passes all over this Chiefs defense. Play action. May outside. This is the best Drake May I've ever seen. 3rd down and 9. He's going to throw for the line and another first. This is unbelievable. May in the air. Another conversion and down inside the 5 to the 2 for the touchdown. May is looking. He's sacked. And finally the defense does something, but it's 3rd and 16. May taking the shot to the end zone. It's incomplete. And they'll settle for the field goal. Kick is good. Touchdown from the Chiefs will end it. Sudden death if you kick a field goal. It's Mahomes' first play. Throws an interception. No! Mahomes! How could you do that? No! Patrick Mahomes throws an interception in the game-clinching scenario. Throws it right to Kevin Winston. And the Patriots win it. They're going to the Super Bowl. And the Chiefs' reign ends. 3 straight Super Bowl appearances, and they fall shy in the conference title game as Atwell goes for 119 and a touchdown. That is brutal. He gets 95 catches for 1,400 yards, 13 touchdowns on the season. And we move to the next year, where I will tell you guys that Drake May and the Patriots did end up winning the Super Bowl, which that stinks. But funnily enough, they don't make the playoffs next year. But things are a little bit different. Year 5 of his Chiefs career and the final year of the contract of like 40-year-old Mahomes, who's now below a 90 overall. Things are a little bit different for the Chiefs as they are now in the wild card. And not only did they not go and get the number 1 seed, they didn't even win the division. They are at a 7-0 game against the Miami Dolphins, and it is a rainy, foggy day in Miami, but it is still 7-0. Trevor Lawrence is on the Dolphins. We are at weird points 10 years in the future. As that pass up in the air is incomplete, I know it's a little bit hard to see, but we just got to make do with what we got. The weather impacting this game massively, and the points on the board reflected as Atwell gets the completion to him, and he's going to get 12. And inches to go now. Mahomes will sneak it ahead for the first down as we go. 1st and 10, Mahomes. And he'll throw down the sideline. Intercepted. And it feels like the older Mahomes gets, the more he just is reckless with the football. As Lawrence underneath is going to get a 3 and out, but they'll go for it. You're not kicking the field goal. Lawrence sacked at a fumble and scooped up by the Chiefs, and he's going to be able to get tracked down, but he almost one guy away from getting that all the way. Atwell now in great field position will get a 4-yard catch. 2nd down and 6. The run. Stiff arm. Huge stiff arm and a first down, as they will be 8 yards ahead. And I mean, in a game like this, a 2-score lead is everything. And Mahomes goes down. Chop Robinson, 3rd sack of the day for Chop, as he's been a dominant player for this Dolphins team for a decade now, as the 2nd and 16 play will get him 11 yards, set him up at 3rd and manageable. In field goal range, Mahomes will run for it. He's got the first down, and Mahomes to the 20, red zone chance for him. As the 3rd quarter, under 5 to go, Mahomes will try and run again, and they had a spy this time, so not much. He'll throw over the middle for Atwell, and there goes Bruce for 5 more yards. 3rd down and 3 as Mahomes will get sacked, and we'll have to settle for a field goal. But like I said, that 2-score lead in a game like this, where Miami hasn't even put up any points yet, it's massive, and now you can turn to your defense with a 2-score lead late in this 3rd quarter. Give them everything they need to succeed here and pull off this road win, and on your quest to trying to get back to that Super Bowl and maybe Mahomes and Atwell's final year in Kansas City, as the screen outside is going to get the first down. Miami, 3rd quarter, maybe last play, and it'll be 3rd down and 5. Yeah, we'll get one more play before the 3rd quarter ends, and it will be this 3rd down and 5. Stop and the Chiefs are going to force a punt. No field goal from a long distance, no going for it. They'll just send the defense out there down by 10, and Mahomes, just keeper. I don't love the Mahomes 40-year-old design QB runs, but 3rd down and 7, he finds his man for the 1st down. I think that was Ramirez, who lost his superstar, I guess, as Mahomes will find Ramirez again for a gain of 6, and I mean, he's been really sneakily, like, amazing as a co-star, because I'm pretty sure Xavier Worthy hasn't been on this team for like a year or two. Off play action, Mahomes looks his way, and that's Bruce Atwell with the catch. 2 defenders were there. He still hangs on and gets them to the 32, where Chop is going to get a tackle for loss. 2nd down and 13, but Mahomes finds a completion. They're in that long distance field goal range because in the rain, it probably knocks the amount of yards he can get down by a couple. They're going to try it though from about 47 yards, and the kick is good. 13-0, still a 2-score game, but this Dolphins offense that hasn't done anything. I mean, now you got to go and get 2 touchdowns. So I don't know if the odds are looking in their favor in the slightest, but they are going to go and get a 1st down. They are driving the football a little bit, but it's about finishing off those drives, which they haven't been able to do. 3rd down and 7. They clear out the backfield for Lawrence to find a man inside the 30-yard line for the 1st down. You get 5 minutes to play, and the run is going to get just 2. Run game hasn't been doing a whole lot for you as you go with a little inside screen, and you're in the red zone now. The time is running out. 2nd and 2 at the 8-yard line. They go play action. Lawrence out to the flat, and it's incomplete. 3rd and 2 on this long drive. Run play, touchdown, Dolphins. Finally, they find points, but it could be too late. If they can't get a stop, a couple of 1st down from the Chiefs will end it, and that's one of them. We're down to 2:20. Dolphins got all their timeouts. Atwell, another 1st down, and we're on to the 2-minute warning, where they are going to have to start burning the timeouts, but a big run is going to get them inside the 15. Dolphins out of timeouts, but it's 3rd and 10 as Mahomes slips, but throws it back corner of the end zone. Touchdown! And the game sealer, it looks like, as the Dolphins will eventually take over, but a couple of big plays might really just be too little, too late. Lawrence inside the 5, down to the 1, but with 50 seconds to play, you need the onside kick as they throw back corner. It's caught, and that's a really impressive grab, but you need the onside kick now if a miracle is gonna happen. Kick is gonna be just dangerously scooped up by the Chiefs, and they will come out on top and move on to the divisional round. So they're going to have to do it the long road, on the road throughout all these games. No 1st round bye, no home field advantage. Atwell goes for 75 yards on 8 catches, and they get to take on the Denver Broncos on the road once more if they want to go back to a 5th straight AFC championship and a 4th Super Bowl in 5 years. It will have to be against the division rival Broncos as we go to the 2nd half and see that it is a low-scoring 10-7 game. The weather ain't really playing much of a factor here. Just some good defenses, not so good offenses, and maybe Mahomes in general has just run out of steam, run out of gas here at the age of 40 years old. 2nd down and 3, they'll run the football. That's going to be 1st down, spin move, and he will get into Bronco territory as the offense may be down by 3, but they are going to have a long field goal. This is really long field goal try, 61 yards, but you know what they say about that Denver high altitude, helping kicks go a little bit further as the Broncos take over on offense 10-10, as this is the same quarterback, Spencer, who we ran into a very long time ago on the Patriots. He's still the quarterback of the Broncos. He's become their guy. He's become a star. And the run for the Broncos. It's the run game being the star of the show. Touchdown from Denver, a long run. And a 17-10 lead for Denver as we go back to the Chiefs offense. And a tackle for loss of 3. And now, halfway through the 3rd, Mahomes down the field. It's intercepted. And a dangerous throw into double coverage. I don't know why you're doing that one, But now Spencer in the offense takes over. They go toss it. And a first down run again. He's got 96 yards on 12 carries. And now put him over 100. Put him in the end zone once again. Touchdown Broncos. And just like that, it's 24-10. And this Mahomes-led offense does not look the same, as he'll get a first down completion. Finally up over 100 yards as a team through the air. But Mahomes is going to look for his man for a first down once more. 2:45 to play in this third. Mahomes running. I don't know how far he's going to get it. It's only 3 yards. 4th and 1. They're going for it. They'll run the ball. He gets to the outside. There you go for the first down. And while you're in field goal range, you really need a touchdown. They'll spread the field, see if they can find Atwell. Here they go to him, and he's got 6. 4th down and 1. Another try. 4th and 1, and it's Atwell for the first down. When in doubt, you go to your superstar wideout as they find Atwell again. 3 straight, breaking 2 tackles. And Atwell for 3rd and 2 from the 9. They'll throw it out to the back. He's going to fight reach. And they give him the first down. Good effort. And now it's 2nd and goal from the 3. Spread in the field. It's Atwell. Touchdown. And Bruce Atwell has 4 catches on that drive, including the touchdown, to make it a 1-score game. As now the defense needs to do their job to stop this attack of the Broncos. They haven't been doing a whole lot through the air, but it's been on the ground. And now this running back is getting out of the backfield for a first down. As the Broncos in long distance field goal range, they go to quick RPO, and he was wide open, breaking 2 tackles. Oh, he's in for the touchdown. You gotta be kidding me. What a play. Broncos back up by 14. Mahomes and the Chiefs, they're fading. It might be all over. He's driven to the ground. 3rd and 16. Down by 14 with 6 to play, and Mahomes is down. It might be all over. 4th and 22. Mahomes deep. It's caught for the first down, and we're not done quite yet. But the light is slowly dimming, little by little, second by second, on the career of Mahomes, on the Chiefs' career of Atwell. He's going to get a first down on the ground. Can they pull within 1 score? The screen for a nice gain. The block is going to get them 8 yards, but it'll be 4th down and 2. Going for it on the run. He's got the first down and more. Stays in bounds inside the 10 to the 5. Goal to go. Chiefs still got all their timeouts. It's 3rd and goal. Mahomes runs it, and he's in for the touchdown. And we got one more try at it. As the Broncos, can they put it away? Their ground game's been amazing. As there goes Armstrong for a gain of 5. 2-minute warning gonna hit with this play. As they'll run again, breaking a tackle, make it 2, but not 3. 3rd and 1, and he's got the first. One more will do it as the Broncos hand, and Armstrong makes a move, tackled down, 3rd and 10, and this is it, as it's gonna be Spencer throwing too far, and you get one more drive. Is the Mahomes magic gone? They go Atwell for 5 yards, 1:23 to go, 1 timeout, completion. First down, you got 67 yards away as Mahomes to the air is going to throw for Ramirez, and he's not going to get out of bounds. He really needed to. Instead, they'll hurry it back. 55 seconds to go from the 46. Mahomes throwing back across the field. It's Atwell. Keep it going. Keep it moving. 41 yards away. 40 seconds. Mahomes, no! Intercepted! Broncos will end it. And Mahomes goes down, and it is all over. No conference championship, no Super Bowl appearance, and Atwell will have to watch after he got 12 catches and a touchdown, and is going to have a little bit of a down year for his standards. 95 catches again, but only for 1,100 yards and 12 touchdowns, and a new team for Bruce Atwell. As how crazy is it that he has moved on again? Mahomes retired, he bailed. I'm not gonna blame him. He signs a 3-year, $100+ million contract to go play on the Texans with that spectacular receiver we talked about a few years ago, Victor Iglesias, who broke all the rookie records. Yeah, they're now together on the same receiving core. And Bruce Atwell is still a really, great player at the age of 32. And he has opened up maybe one more opportunity of contention in his career, a third act on the Texans, where it's still CJ Stroud on this team. He's, at the same point in his career that Mahomes was in when Atwell joined, and there he is with a completion. Stroud has a Super Bowl on his resume, 35 years old, trying to make one last push in his career. And they decided to just go out and put together the best receiving core in the league, basically, and add on to what could hopefully be CJ Stroud's resume, add on to Atwell's resume, but an interception from Stroud. They're up 21-17, but they throw a pick in the red zone to the Raiders. And this is not Josh Allen anymore for the Raiders. It is Jackson Dart, the quarterback, which is interesting, but Jackson Dart's ended up a good quarterback in the league and finds his way for the Raiders. Ashton Jeanty is still good. I mean, what kind of defying of logic is this, that over a decade into his career, Ashton Jeanty is still an elite running back? That's not supposed to happen. Running backs usually are supposed to not exist once you hit 30 years old, unless you're Derrick Henry. As 3rd down and 3 for Dart. He'll throw one outside, caught for a 1st down, and big hit. He shrugs it off midfield as the Raiders, quick drop, quick pass, and a quick 1st down as they are moving it to the 32-yard line. Field goal would still keep them down by 1. Jeanty out of the backfield, and he'll have 7 yards as Dart is playing a good drive so far. Jeanty on the draw. He's fighting ahead. They give him the 1st down. He's got over 100 yards on the day. Just only 9 carries. Wide open man. They call it a 1st down. He got his feet in. 2nd down and goal now as they backed up as Dart sacked. And it's 3rd down and goal from the 20. Dart to the air. He's looking, but no one's open, and he goes down. 4th down and goal all the way from the 27. They got to kick the field goal. It's good. Stroud on the offense take back over in the shotgun. Stroud immediately. No, he throws a pick. Come on. Stroud, 2 picks in this 3rd quarter. And they are going to have the Raiders set up in position to take this lead as we are approaching the very end of this 3rd quarter, as Dart blitzing and finds an open man. He's got room. He goes down at the 6 as it's goal to go for Dart, and he'll find Jeanty underneath, and Ashton Jeanty. Touchdown Raiders. They are in front, and Jeanty for the 2-point conversion. They go play action, but they check it to him, and a 2 points is good. Jeanty carrying the Raiders to the lead as Stroud got to keep the ball safe, and Stroud on the run. There you go. Great completion. That's Bruce Atwell. And we go to the 4th quarter where they get a completion to another receiver on this team. I mean, they got a whole bunch of guys on this squad that are great. They're going to find a man for a gain of 5, set up 3rd down and 5 as Stroud. That's going to be Iglesias, I believe, the other great receiver on this team. 1st and 10. Stroud play action as he's going to find the tight end underneath. Yeah, they got an X-Factor tight end as well, because why not? As they go 11 yards in the red zone. Stroud play action as he's going to find a man, and it's caught. 9 yards. 2nd and 1 from the 5. Spreading the field. Stroud beats the blitz. It's caught. Touchdown. Texans will tie it back up with the extra point, and the kick is blocked. No, extra point is blocked, and I don't think this offensive lineman's going to be able to run it in. Raiders stay in front. 28-27 your score as Dart outside. It's intercepted, and now it's Jackson Dart making a mistake. Texans set up to take the lead, and what a turnover for the Texan defense. Can they finish the job, though? 8 minutes to play, and they'll run it right up the middle. He's got the lane. He's going to go all the way. 33 yards. Touchdown, Texans. And they take the lead. 2-point conversion on its way to make up for the missed extra point. Stroud is going to throw outside, and it's picked off. Too much of a floater, and got to track him down, and it will be a tackle, no 2 on the other end. But the Texans now are going to be only up by 5. A touchdown for the Raiders gives them the lead with 7 minutes to play. Dart on the run, and that pass is too low. They'll punt it, and the Texans take over, and they'll throw a quick pass, and Bruce Atwell is there for the 1st down, and still getting it done at 32 years old as Stroud goes down, and a sack under 5 minutes to play. I mean, you can see that they've invested all these assets into good weapons, but not a great offensive line, as per usual with a CJ Stroud team, it feels like at this point, as the Raiders take back over. 2.5 minutes to go. Might be their final chance to pull this one off. Dart running, sliding for the first down. Gotta go 55 yards if they're gonna want to win this one. Dart underneath, and there is a couple of those yards. He got 7 of them. 3rd down and 3. They burn their first timeout. As Dart over the middle, it's caught, and it's a first down. Keeping the drive going. That's old man Brock Bowers still playing, and they're gonna go to him again for a 6-yard gain. 3rd down and 4, down to 1 timeout. Dart down the field, it's caught in the red zone to the 16. 42 seconds to play. Dart middle, it's a short gain of 4. 36 seconds to go. That was their final timeout as Dart is sacked. 3rd down and 12. They gotta hurry. And Dart, you can't spike it. You got 18 yards to go. 27 seconds. 3rd and 12. Dart finds an open man and floats it for the touchdown. And the corner got beat on the outside. And Dart just hits him with a little shrug. And he might have just broken the Texans' hearts. 2-point conversion for the 3-point lead. It's good. And the blocked extra point and resulting 2-point conversion could be what really cost this Texans team. They tried to set up a screen, didn't work. 14 seconds to go. Quick pass is going to lead to Outwell, but it's short. Timeout, 10 seconds to play, and they go over the middle, and that's not going to be enough to get them into field goal range, and they got no timeouts. 6 seconds, quick pass to the outside, and it's picked off. And the Texans go down. And Bruce Atwell and this incredible passing attack is not even going to make it out of the first round. And it was a good season and a good game. I mean, 83 yards, 7 catches. Iglesias had 100 yards, but look at the season overall. All 3 receivers, basically 1,200 yards. And, I mean, it was Bruce Atwell having a big bounce-back season. 91 catches, 1,400 yards, 15 touchdowns. And we move on to year 12. Atwell is 33 years old, and he is going to have a really interesting way to end things here, as Atwell does not make the playoffs, and it's not because the team wasn't good. The Texans went 10-7, and they missed the playoffs. They were the 9 seed, as Iglesias goes for 1,700 yards and 17 touchdowns. Atwell ends up just over 1,000 yards, 9 touchdowns, so the worst year he's had in a couple of seasons. And oddly enough, we advance to the end of the season, and he retires after a good year in which he is still like a 90 overall. I mean, he would have regressed further to like maybe mid, even high 80s, but he retired after 12 years. He retired after his age 33 season, and that is going to be it for his career. A pretty abrupt end, but he's going to go on and make the Hall of Fame, and we got some stuff we still have to cover before we say goodbye. Let's take a look at how his career turned out on the Patriots, on the Chiefs, overall, where he ranked and everything. I still felt like he had at least another good year in him. But I guess Atwell was one of those players who fell into the category of leave the game before the game leaves you, because he goes out on a 1,000-yard season. He goes out still as a really productive, starting, good receiver, and even his overall reflected that he was still going to be a #1 receiver on a number of teams. The Texans were a 10-win team, so they were still like a competing team. You were in a good spot with Iglesias being the #1, so you didn't even have to be the guy. It was a good spot for him, but I guess he just was done. He accomplished everything he felt like he wanted to. So let's start things off. We're taking a look at how his career went on the Patriots. He was drafted to New England, #1 overall, played there for 5 years, won 47 games, lost 35. So, you know, not a crazy good win-loss record, but on his 5 years in New England, he had 450 catches, 5,800 yards, 52 touchdowns, and I had those other cumulative stats for us. 50 20-plus yard catches, 11 catches of 40 yards, 2 60-plus yard catches, and 22 games in which he had 100-plus yards. In the playoffs, he had 5 playoff games in New England, and it wasn't a great playoff stat line for him. In 5 games, 276 yards, and 2 touchdowns, so just 55 yards a game. So that's a pretty, I'd say, sizable drop in production. And he goes over, signs with the Chiefs after his contract's up, plays 5 years for the Chiefs as well, where things really took a big step. This was basically the prime of his career, where he was from, what I believe, like 27 years old to 31, 32 years old. So he won 63 games, 20 losses, so that's about a 76 win percentage when he was on the Chiefs, had 534 catches for 7,300 yards, 75 touchdowns, a cumulative 88 yards per game, 68 catches of 20 plus yards, 22 catches of 40 plus yards, 9 60 plus yarders, 32 100-yard games. And then when you get to the playoffs, it was spectacular. He had 13 playoff games in Kansas City, where he went on to play in 3 Super Bowls, win 1 of them. But in 13 playoff games, that is 89 catches, 1,100 yards, 13 touchdowns. He basically scored a touchdown in like every playoff game he played except like 2. And there were 2 other games where he had like 2 touchdown games. So, I mean, when you're looking regular season compared to playoffs, 88 yards per game in the regular season to about 85 in the playoffs. So essentially no real drop, and the touchdown production was there. 4 100-yard games. He also had a game where he had like 99 yards, so we couldn't technically count that, but if you want to count it, 5 100-yard games, 10 20-plus yard catches, 3 40-plus yarders, had really big-time performances in the playoffs when he got to Kansas City. And even though things weren't perfect and it wasn't, you know, the best version of Mahomes, things were still really fun to watch with him, Xavier Worthy, and all those guys. Wasn't really much of a point in just summing up the 2 years he had in Houston, but just to put an overall recap on his entire career, cumulatively, statistic-wise, and all of his accolades that he had on his resume. He played 12 years, which, again, I really feel like he could have went at least another one, but maybe even 2 more years of good production. He finished with 1,154 catches, 15,600 yards, 151 touchdowns, where he averaged a career about 79 yards per game, bunch of big plays, 64 100-yard games, played in 19 playoff games where he had 118 catches, 1,400 yards, 15 touchdowns, and overall on his career, 10 Pro Bowls in 12 years is really impressive. A Super Bowl ring and 3 Super Bowl appearances. 11 1,000-yard seasons. He had 1,000 yards in every year of his career except his second season, which he had like 950, and he missed 2 games. So, I mean, he could have had 1,000 yards in every year. He led the NFL in catches 4 times, and I think it was 4 years in a row he did it, where he had like 110 catches like every year for that 4-year span. And then he led the NFL in yards just 1 time, which, I mean, you maybe would say, like, how come it wasn't more? Leading the NFL in receiving yards is already a really difficult thing in a passing offensive league, and some of these other ridiculous seasons that we've seen put up. He did it 1 time, which is still pretty impressive. And finally, where does he rank all time? You can be the judge of that, of where you would rank him in your top 5, top 10, top 15 receivers of all time, but here's where he finished. Catches, 5th all time. So I'm doing this if you just imported his stats into today's, you know, NFL rankings, because, you know, I don't have all the stats of Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, who are likely to, you know, get up on those lists and everything. Like, you know, I'm just importing what his career stats were. Where would they rank on the all-time leaderboard right now? And for receptions, he'd be 5th all time. Yards, he'd be 4th. Touchdowns, he'd be 4th. Yards per game of guys who have actually finished their careers, because right now in real life, like, Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase are 1 and 2 all time, but there's going to be a point in their career where they're probably going to be a little bit more washed and not putting up 90 yards a game, which is going to hurt their averages. So among guys who have finished their careers, he is 5th in career yards per game. Pro Bowl selections, 10 gives him 3rd all time. And among players to ever lead the league in catches, only 1 other player did it more than he did. Touchdown seasons, double-digit touchdown seasons, that's tied for number 1. 100-yard games, tied for 2nd all-time. 1,000-yard seasons, tied for 2nd all-time. 15-plus touchdown seasons, tied for 3rd all-time. Only, I think I was looking, only like 6 guys have ever had 15-plus touchdown seasons more than once. I think it was something like that, including Atwell. And then you look at his playoff resume, and it's pretty dang good as well. Playoff catches, tied for 2nd. Playoff yards, 2nd. Playoff touchdowns, 2nd. All to Jerry Rice. So, I mean, if a lot of these statistics that he's behind and he's 2nd in, he's only behind Jerry Rice. And then you go to 100-yard games, he was 9th, which, you know, a little bit lower. But if the worst thing here that we have on the screen is he was 9th in something and not top 5, where he was in every other statistic, every metric you are sorting by, he is one of the greatest receivers to ever play. So I think he lived up to the generational tag, and he lived up to the college career that he put together. It was a fun career, maybe even a little short, because I think he did, like I said, retired a few years earlier, but he didn't want to ever be washed. He didn't want to ever be a bad player, and you know what? I can't fault them for it. So in 12 years, he became statistically one of the 5 greatest receivers ever. You can determine if you think that he is one of the 5 greatest from a performance standpoint as well, because just because you're the statistical top 5 doesn't mean performance-wise you are. Maybe he is one of the 5 best, though. I don't know if you'd put him over Rice, Moss, Calvin, some of these other guys. Maybe, though. Maybe. You can let me know where you think you'd rank, and I hope you guys all enjoyed. Let me know what you thought of a video like this. Like, comment, and subscribe, as, you know, videos like this and the Jamil Deer one was really fun to do. I like kind of going through and telling the story of some of these players that had already popped up on the channel before, and kind of getting to see the end of their careers and their stories in the world of football and extending them. So if you want to see more like this, like I said, let me know, and I will see you guys all in the next one.